Hello everyone, Arkaniir here, and before the show starts, I wanted to let you know that this is quite a special episode as we joined with UESP to record a full crossover episode with Pylon taking the duty of being the host. I hope you enjoy the chaos of this episode as much as we enjoyed recording it.
Are you ready, travelers, for the most ambitious crossover of the year? Tonight, at 8 p.m. EDT, Tales of Tamriel meets the unofficial Elder Scrolls podcast. Join us as the two crews come together to talk all things QuakeCon and Elder Scrolls in a 5-host show. Join us for the unofficial Tales of Elder Scrolls podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the unofficial Tales of Elder Scrolls podcast. I'm Pylon, and we have a whole pile of people here tonight, and it's going to be a fun one. Let's get started. Doc, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How's everybody in chat?
And that's all the time we have for Doc. Lotus, how's it going?
Hey, about this time, chat will be able to respond to Doc's questions, so we should move past me onto the next one.
And down below, because normally that'd be all we have, but we've got more. So what happened is I asked Lotus, because we never finished our conversation we wanted to have like 2 weeks ago, because podcast scheduling in the summer is a nightmare. And then I was like, Lotus, you want to be on the show this week? And he was like, I don't know. I think Tales might be recording on Sunday night too. And I was like, well, instead of us both recording at the same time, why don't we just do it together? Yeah. And then he went off the grid and never responded back of whether or not it was happening.
Yeah, I may have gone to the beach.
Yeah.
But because of that, we got our next person to introduce is Arkaniir. How's it going, Arkaniir?
Going good, caffeinated and ready for this possibly 5-hour show.
I'm doing the opposite because I have wine to blast for the 5-hour show. And last but certainly not least is our first guest of this season, HyperPixie.
Yes!
You were the first guest this season.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was exciting times. There's so many people here. This is going to be great. How is everybody
I thought you
doing?
meant tonight was my first guest. I was like, no, I've been here before.
You were our first of our new season.
Yeah.
Of our last season.
Yeah, with the Doc and Pylon show. That was exciting. How's it going, Pixie? I feel like I haven't got to talk to you in ages. Normally, Pixie and I talk a lot, but I've been like slammed with like work and parenting life. So it's just been real busy. How's it going?
You've got new baby. I had to move and then had my son's birthday and all that. So it's been crazy, but it's been good.
That's always super, super fun. So if you're familiar with the format of the show that we normally do, throw it out the window because that's not happening tonight. We're just going to go and talk for a while about all the things that are going on because we just had QuakeCon. We just had a bunch of announcements. It's summer. I don't think any of us are all like fully there right now. So we're just going to hang out and chat. So we're doing a mix. So I'm hoping at some point Arkaniir just takes over and starts like naturally hosting too to try to fill the void.
It's at some point this is gonna go completely unstructured, and then you'll realize where my contribution starts.
I also just noticed
we
you
are
have
gonna
a
start talking about
crossbow.
like different planets or something, yeah.
I also just noticed you have a crossbow on the wall behind you.
I think it's
so I have
Is
a
that
crossbow.
functional?
I have no, the crossbow is not. The sword is not sharp. I have a metal flail, like full iron flail. A full iron helmet with chainmail coif that drops all the way to shoulders, and I have an actual sharp axe that I don't know why it's sharp because it came with a wall like stand. But it's also sharp, so I don't know what they were planning with
Have you
that
ever
one.
cut anything with your axe?
No.
You should try.
Yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
he's waiting
standing
for
right
Lotus
Everybody
to
stay
come
tuned for
visit.
the end of the show as Arkaniir cuts his desk in half.
No. I mean, it is standing right next to a Guar plushie.
No!
So...
Not the guar.
Oh
if
my
you're
God,
gonna
not a
murder
guar
the guar
plushie.
plushie, you have to
Don't
send it to me first.
No, me.
So we
I
have
will
like
say, his crossbow is not functional, but I have a bow, a recurve bow behind me that is.
ooh. Can you shoot Braun
So-
during the show? Like in the shoulder, like nothing serious.
I mean, I can, but my
Arrow to the
aim's
knee.
real bad.
Just have Braun like lean against
Braun,
the wall
put
and have an apple on his head. Yeah.
Just accept this. Don't worry. Don't ask any questions, Braun. We're gonna try this. See what happens.
That's probably exactly how the scene from Elder Scrolls Online, where I think Rich or Matt Fire was talking about during QuakeCon, was built up. Just in a moment like this, someone was like, "Yeah, just put an apple on your head and we'll shoot it." And, yeah, just.
And I said, "Pardon."
Well, no, this will just be our transition. Each transition is an arrow to the knee joke. He's got 2 knees, so we can only have 2 transitions. However, we talk about the Skyrim thing or any of that stuff. Boom, 1 to the knee, and that's just his reaction is our segue.
The third transition can just be when like the paramedics show up, and the fourth will be when the cops arrest Pixie.
Exactly.
Turns into a GTA stream.
Ma'am, we got a phone call about a woman with a recurve bow.
I'm so not accurate with this thing either.
Did you just start, or have you been like doing?
I started last year, but it was too hot. Like I do it like in the winter because I do it outside, and I haven't found a good archery range since I moved out here. So I need to find a new range because I don't have enough yard to not like impale the neighbor's cat. So
don't do that. Like, we know what happened with bunnies already. We don't need the neighbor.
But last time I went out, it was like starting to get warm, and this is why I decided this is a winter sport for me. And there was like this archery range out in the woods where I used to live, and I missed the target entirely, par for the course for me. And so I was in the woods behind the target trying to find where my arrow went, and there was a spider like this big. And I was just like, you know what? It can just have the arrow. And then I left.
I thought you were going to say you like shot it through the middle.
No, I left.
Yeah,
It's
Spider
fair.
grabs the arrow and charges you.
So I'm waiting for it to be too cold for spiders, and then I will go out again.
That is fair.
Look, I mean, if there are that big spiders, that's when you know you are not supposed to have a recurve bow, but a flamethrower. Like, you are in the wrong sport and
Exactly.
the wrong equipment. That's
Right.
Have any of you guys ever done archery tag?
That sounds
so
dangerous.
much fun.
It sounds amazing.
It's basically you have a bow and arrow, but there's these giant marshmallows essentially on the end of the arrows. So they're like these big foam marshmallows, and there's no actual tip. So they don't fly very well. Like, they only like you have to do it inside like a gym or whatever. But you're just pulling and reefing on people, and it stings when you get hit with it, but it doesn't like hurt.
Well,
Like,
until you explained that, I was like, I feel like everybody except the winner only ever plays once. So, like,
So it's basically the Hunger Games, and we're just trying to like toughen everybody up. Yeah, you didn't know Canada was divided into districts?
Is Pylon actually Katniss?
What's their symbol? It's the I don't
Oh
remember.
God, I don't remember.
It's been a long time.
I just think it's like what something like
It
this.
says, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But combined, yeah. Is that why they don't ship the Noble Chair stuff to you? It's because they have to fight through a war zone to get it to you?
That's got to be it. That's my theory now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, speaking of QuakeCon, because why not? We'll just segue
all
that
right,
one.
that was bulldozed
Great
through
That was like
transition.
5 minutes ago, but
Wait, hold on. Let me go
best-
shoot Braun.
The best news that could have ever happened. They're re-releasing Skyrim.
They are.
Because we didn't have enough Skyrim re-releases.
Never.
That we got a new one. So this one is the Skyrim 10th Anniversary Edition, right?
Yes.
Which is also the 10th re-release of Skyrim, so it
Is
fits.
it the 10th?
No,
I think it might be.
don't know.
I think I counted them. I think there's been 9. We had them on UESP.
Well-
Let me pull this up.
Yeah. So I recently heard that it is now the most re-released remaster that's ever been done. The previous title was apparently Resident Evil 4, I was told.
Really?
It's like been on, well, it's per system. Like Resident Evil 4 was on 8 systems, I was told. This is now on 9 different systems. So it is now the most populated, which I was like, that is an odd. I was more surprised that Resident Evil 4 was on so many things. People don't make nearly
think
enough
that-
Resident Evil 4 jokes.
So we have, I will list them out according to the tweet from UESP. Skyrim, released on September 11th, 2011.
November.
Skyrim Legendary
November
Edition.
11th.
Or November 11th, that's what I meant. November 11th. Skyrim Legendary Edition. Then we have Skyrim Special Edition that came out. We have
Nailed it.
Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Pinball that came out
Oh
in
yeah.
2016. Then we have the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Switch release,
Yeah.
which was its own version because it doesn't have Creation Club and stuff in it. We have Elder Scrolls Skyrim PlayStation VR version.
Yep.
We have Elder Scrolls Skyrim PC VR. We have the Elder Scrolls Skyrim very special edition, which is for the Alexa.
And hilarious.
And now we have the Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
Yep.
So that is a total of 9 versions of Skyrim.
God, they were so close to the 10th release on their 10th
Wait,
anniversary.
you say so close. There's still time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We need a
They can
Skyrim
squeeze
Mug.
in a surprise one.
That's my bet. Look, my bet is that come next year they will have an 11th edition
It'll be
for 11. So
the
Skyrim Mobile Edition.
Very Special Edition, Legendary Edition.
Or
yes.
they could have a very iPhone edition or something, just to squeeze it in real quick.
Yes. Exactly.
So this new version comes with all of the creations, which is interesting, plus 25 new ones we found out. Because Cartography, one of the community managers for Bethesda, mentioned it in our Discord that there's going to be the 40 some odd, I don't remember the exact number, but the 40 current, let me see, pull it up. The 48 current creations plus 26 new ones, which if anybody of our old listeners remember, we like wondered why they stopped releasing Creation Club content. Because as of in the middle of the pandemic, we were like, oh, like they've been delaying putting off Creation Club content. Now we know why. It's all going into the new Anniversary Edition, which is kind of cool. And they're also adding fishing. Because why not? What else could you add?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm
that's one
actually
of the
excited about
like
that.
I always found it weird that in Skyrim you had to, or in Elder Scrolls games, to fish, you actually had to dive into the waters and just
click.
like try to grab
Yeah.
them yourself. It's
Hey, Lotus,
All right,
maybe you could use a slow time to catch fish easier.
Damn it. Stupid slow time. So, as mentioned in chat, actually, by Sylvan, so there's a Skyrim tabletop RPG, and there's also Skyrim Monopoly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those count.
Yeah.
Those definitely count.
You are
They
correct.
really count.
Those
Yeah.
totally
to
count.
11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe this is it then.
Maybe
Maybe
we
they
did.
did the math.
Yeah, I
and
didn't
they were
even think about
like,
that.
we
And
have to make an 11th because
They
that
did
just
the
makes
math.
11, 11, 11.
Yep.
Exactly.
We always gotta remember that they did the math. And yes, it is a creation. I don't know who the creation is done by though, for fishing, if it was done internally or if it was done by one of the community members that do creations. So that's exciting.
From what I understood,
Go ahead.
these are just like things that you can find pretty much all the time. But with this, you are not gonna be suffering the load order or everything like that,
Yeah.
and you'll have to. Yeah, you'll get it basically all ready to go and as buggy as every other Skyrim releases, I guess. It's
What I'm hoping though is that the Anniversary Edition exists on Switch. Because that's one of the only things I miss. Because I actually really want to do the survival version of Skyrim on the Switch.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. I love
Skyrim.
playing Skyrim. Skyrim on my Switch is actually like my favorite Skyrim
Yeah.
edition because I can just like be on the couch while like the kids are in bed and like knowing that they're going to be up in like 20 minutes to ask for water or something like that. But I can just have Skyrim on like something and I don't have to be like down in the basement in the computer and then be like, oh, I got to go upstairs and go all the way upstairs again. It's great. But I love Skyrim on Switch. So I really hope that this Anniversary Edition comes to Switch too. I'm not hopeful, but I'm hopeful, but I'm
I
not.
mean, it makes sense.
I just don't.
Yeah.
They have,
Since it doesn't have Creation Club or modding capability, just getting this, like this Switch would be one of the best platforms to sell this
That's what
as
I
a
was thinking.
That's
bundle,
true.
modded bundle.
yeah,
I would
so
buy it on Switch.
I would
If it
rebuy it
has
again.
the
Yeah.
mods, then yeah, I would buy it on Switch.
Yeah, for sure. So is it coming to the consoles too, like Xbox
Yeah,
and
so
PlayStation?
the big deal, so what they are going to do, which I think is kind of cool, so like you're going to be able to buy it for PS4 and Xbox One, and then say you get like the next gen console, they're going to be doing like a free transfer over.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, so I think you'll still have to buy, obviously.
On PC, I know it's a free upgrade.
Yeah,
If you
so
already have the Legendary Edition, it's a free
and I'm
upgrade.
curious about that. I'm curious because I have the Legendary Edition for my PS4.
As do I.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if it'll upgrade to PS5, like, because a lot of games just do. Like, it's just like you just get a free upgrade. The other thing that I'm curious on is will it come with a new set of PS5 achievements so that I can play through the game to 100% it for like the 76th time?
Right. Yeah.
So that remains to be seen.
You
I
and your
legit
achievements.
was playing the vanilla version of it without the mods, even though I bought the game for the mods, because console you don't usually get the mods. You only get them on PC, and so I was like, all right, I'll buy it so that I can have access to mods. But
then
access
never
the
played with the mods.
on PS4 is meh anyway. But thanks Sony. But
Now there's two of us shitting on you.
but then I was like, oh, but I really want to get all the achievements. So then I turned off all the mods because that's the only way you can get your achievements and trophies. And yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I know
But
it's,
I would do it again.
I know
If
they
it was on
said
the next gen.
Let me see if I can find anything about it.
So about the free thing, I don't think it's free only on specific conditions because their wording is a bit different, and I have it in front of me, and I'll actually just drop the link into Discord as well, so you guys can check it out too. So it says, current and future owners of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition on any platform including Xbox Game Pass subscribers will receive access to 3 free pieces of Creation Club content, Fishing Survival Mode, and even new quests with Saints and Seducers.
Wait a second.
So the free part is just Fishing Survival Mode and the new, like some new quests. And then, additionally, Skyrim Special Edition owners on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, as well as Xbox Game Pass subscribers on Xbox Series blah blah, will receive a free upgrade to an enhanced version on November 11 for their respective PlayStation 5 and Xbox
confusing.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, from what I understand from this part, if you own Skyrim Special Edition on current gen consoles or on PC or whatever, you get free Fishing Survival Mode and some quests. And then, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition includes Skyrim Special Edition and 74 creations, all 48 currently available, and 26 to be released. Now
So that's
this,
a different version.
yeah, existing owners of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition and get Xbox Game Pass subscribers will also receive an option to purchase an Anniversary Edition upgrade.
Oh,
So the version,
confusing.
the Anniversary
So
version
confusing.
that has all those Creation Club mods is a separate thing that if you buy, it comes with Skyrim Special Edition, plus a whole bunch of Creation Club stuff for free. If you already have Special Edition, you can purchase an upgrade to Anniversary Edition. That is separate from that enhanced version
Gotcha. So there's a
of Skyrim Special Edition that comes for free.
enhanced edition.
Yeah, exactly. So there's actually some like 3 releases of Anniversary Edition.
Oh my Lanta.
This is like whenever somebody asks, like,
Which version of
which
ESO to
version
buy?
of ESO to buy. Yeah, same thing.
Right?
So who's
Bethesda
gonna
got
make
jealous of Zas.
right? Who's gonna make the flowchart for the Order of Elder Scrolls Skyrim Edition playthroughs that you should play through in the proper order to have the Skyrim story be correct to date?
Pylon.
Frick. That's super confusing, but that makes sense. Oh, I'm gonna buy it. Like I'm gonna buy the Legendary Edition. There's no mention of the Legendary Edition on Switch, which is making me worried here.
Actually, yeah, it wasn't. Well, So here's what it says. Is the Switch edition also Skyrim Special Edition?
Where is it? Where are you reading this?
No. I'm
No, that's
asking.
he's
your
asking.
question. No, it's its own.
No,
the
it's
Switch
not.
edition is it's a Skyrim
It's
Switch edition.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Okay,
It does have all of the DLC, but
Right.
But it doesn't have Creation Club access. You can't purchase Creation Club for it even.
Yeah, because it does say existing owners of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. So if Switch is not called that...
But I'm fine to even just buy it outright as a new version. Like, if I can get all of that Creation Club content on the Switch, I'm happy with... I will spend money on Skyrim again for like the 12th time, because I'm sure I bought it more than 11 times.
Right.
I don't
You know what the problem is, though? I feel like they didn't even go ahead and implement those Creation Club contents into the game's client like it was built up originally and not, as an external thing. I feel like they just actually installed the mods into the game like we would, just maybe in a more internal way.
Organized.
Got it to work properly together after some suffering. And that's why on platforms that do not have Creation Club, it doesn't work. Like, I can see that happening.
But also, here's an interesting thing. It's not an Xbox exclusive.
No.
It's not.
Everybody and their mom's like, they're never going to release anything else on Xbox, or not on Xbox again, but...
It's, all right, so it's not Elder Scrolls related, but we are talking QuakeCon. The Quake remaster is also not Xbox exclusive either.
So are you telling me the sky is not, in fact, falling?
I'm saying that when something is widely already accepted as like something more
multi-platform,
right? Not a new series like Starfield. I think Fallout and Elder Scrolls will remain multi-platform with probably plenty of advantages to being on Xbox or PC.
I bet it'll be a timed exclusive, to be honest.
Could be.
I bet we'll see Elder Scrolls 6 as a timed exclusive for Xbox and PC, and then PlayStation after a few months or something like that.
One of the things I found very funny about the Quake remaster is you just needed to own a PlayStation to actually know that, because it is not advertised on the thing at all. It's just like Xbox and PC. Oh, wow. And there's just no mention of it. Yeah, you could totally just get it on PS4. It's just there. So that's, I again, this is why, like, Microsoft, consumer-wise, is just so ahead of Sony on that side of things. They're just, yes, they're about making money. Obviously, they want, people to buy all their stuff or have access to Games Pass or whatever. But it really seems like, from a corporate standpoint, they're willing to play some ball if other people are too.
Yeah.
Well, because it's probably going to make them more money.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Sony is not of the same ilk. So it's okay, guys, like, this probably wouldn't be as... I mean, they didn't fight even. There's... Deathloop's a Sony exclusive. What the hell?
Well, that was already that was at least already like
it was already in the works
and like had a release date. But.
I believe Ghostwire Tokyo as well. So like I get it to an extent, but like I don't know. Like it seems like if they were more of the just no us. They could have fought their way out of that, and they really just don't seem like, for the grand scheme of things, that's their objective.
I bet we won't see any more Sony exclusives.
Oh, hell no. No, I don't think so either. But the one time, this is getting sort of off track, so I'll just mention this so we can go back to what we were talking about.
Wait, that never happens here.
Totally. There's actually a previous Sony exclusive that actually is now on Game Pass, which is really weird.
What?
MLB The Show, which is
it's so weird.
It's a first-party owned Sony studio thing, but MLB was like, stop restricting this. We want more money. And they were like, we are MLB, so do what we say. And they were like,
and
all right then.
No to the MLB.
Right, because otherwise it's suddenly like just baseball the show, and a lot less people are probably going to buy that than MLB the show. So it was just like, very good.
What was that basketball game that didn't have any licensed NBA players, and it was the worst? Oh, I wish I could remember.
Oh, I have no clue.
It was like Blitz the League as well. There was that. The football without any.
I remember that one. There was an NBA. There was not an NBA one. There was a basketball one that was just like, it had like fake like LeBron James. Like it had like stuff like that. Like it was so bad. It's like, no, just pay the money, buy the character.
Yep.
Like
Just
you need
do it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But we're all
I
gonna
guess-
play it again. Let's be honest. Like I don't think anybody in this chat,
especially if it's got achievements.
Anniversary Edition.
You can always lure me in with some new achievements.
Braun, I love Braun just appearing on the side, just like
He's gonna appear on the side again. He's grabbing me a drink. I get deliveries.
Nice.
you have him well trained. Good job. And we can say that because he's away from the computer right now. We know he's not watching.
I can't hear. He might have his headset with him, but I don't
It's
know.
fine. It's fine. But yeah, like, okay, so we're definitely going to be doing like some marathon stream for the anniversary. Like, it's 10 years,
sure.
like, which is funny because it's also my 10th and like wedding anniversary this year, and I'm like, I didn't even realize, like, looking back, that Skyrim came out like a month after I got married. But I remember
Intertwined.
sitting on my couch in our like new apartment that we got, and then looking at the clock and being like, it's 4 a.m.
What have I done?
Hey, that's how you know your marriage is built to last. Whenever you can be up until 4 a.m. playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
And sorry. You can be up until 4 a.m. playing Skyrim a month after marriage, and you guys are still together.
Yeah, for 10 years. Yeah, so it was like, it was just so funny, like, thinking about that. Like, I'm like, wait, that was, like, so soon after I got married, but my brain didn't even consider it. And then I remember not playing for a while because I flew to China for a month. So I, like, didn't play. 'Cause it didn't exist on Switch back then, which would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But that, yeah, it's so crazy that 10 years have gone by almost since Skyrim came out.
Yeah.
And we're still getting new versions.
We're still getting new versions, and I'm still not over all the guards and well, not even guards, all the people in the first city when I was like, check it out, a chicken, and I punched it and killed it, and I had to restart my game because there were no guards in that first city that you could actually yield to. So you had to kill the whole city in order to progress.
Yep.
I mean, you do what you gotta do, you know? Like,
Why'd you kill the chicken, Lotus? That's the real question. What did it do to you?
Because it looks like a guar. That's what I'm telling you.
How
man.
dare you?
I mean, see, in his
came at me with a
subconscious,
knife.
he knew back in 2011, he knew that guars were evil, and he just looked at a guar and was like, chicken, and was like, bantam guar, smack.
Oh my god, you're a monster.
I love
Something
the
changed.
guars.
Oh, so
You
I'm a
watch it.
monster when I kill guars. You are not a monster when you kill chickens.
A bantam guar.
I wouldn't eat a guar. I eat chicken though. Like,
true.
Yeah,
listen.
that is
Yeah, because
I would
guars
not
are
hold
evil.
on,
Chickens
hold
are
on.
not.
There is the hot pepper bantam guar, and I feel like it would make the best spicy guar chicken sandwich. Just saying.
Rotisserie
See?
guar.
I'm not sure I'm against this idea, if we're being honest, because it'd be spicy.
it does
I
look like it would
might-
be spicy, but it's so
it's
cute.
risky, though.
Okay, what would the
can
eerie
we-
violet one taste like?
Wrongness. It just
Magic?
tastes like wrongness.
It's like you know that episode of
Like-
SpongeBob where
No.
SpongeBob finds the blue jellyfish and it has the blue jellyfish jelly? I feel like that's the situation with the purple guar.
Did you know there was a study that about SpongeBob
my
SquarePants
gosh.
that we're gonna pull up that actually had the show? So they were rating TV shows and things like that for their like impact on children's cognitive abilities. And like how a lot of shows like Paw Patrol had like a neutral impact, so it didn't make any kids smarter, but there was other shows like Daniel Tiger and stuff that had a positive. SpongeBob SquarePants was the only show to have a negative impact on the study to show there was a negative impact on cognition.
I watched. Hold on. That study is flawed. I watched so much SpongeBob and still continue to watch so much SpongeBob, and I was the valedictorian at my high school and graduated
But
college.
think
with like
about
a
how much
3.9
smarter
GPA.
you would be. You would have been like
Yeah.
Einstein if you weren't like watching this.
You know what? SpongeBob's worth it. I
Yeah,
love
I just
SpongeBob.
thought
See,
so
here's
funny
the
that
thing.
it was the
You
only
were a
show-
valedictorian, but then you grew up to pick
Florida,
High Elves
though.
and Aldmeri Dominion, so...
Shots fired.
I mean...
We're gonna have a fight
As
on
she
the
takes
bottom
another
half of the
drink,
screen.
she's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need another one.
I'm gonna need another beer delivery soon. I can already feel it.
Start seen Pixie snapping her fingers and we're like, hey.
No, I don't have to snap or anything. I just DM in Discord. So if you see me
perfect.
that's handy.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, we just threatened Braun to be the target dummy for like shooting with a bow and arrow. So
just yells out
no wonder
numbers.
he's gonna go get the beers.
Okay, so Tim Tor is pointing out that SpongeBob is yellow, so I just feel like I've been conditioned from an early age to choose.
It all makes sense.
I now just have this mental picture of Braun yelling out numbers every time like Pixie shoots him with an arrow to let you know what your DPS is because he's the target dummy. There's like 32. Oh, this is
He
getting
once
dark
told
fast.
me whenever I like met him in person for the first time at ESO Vegas, he told me he once parsed for like 10 hours in a single day. So imagine if I took that approach with my bow, using him as the target dummy.
You'd be swole by the end for
I
one.
would. I would.
That's very
Even-
true.
Even with my wimpy noodle arm draw weight, I would be small.
After 10 hours of it, though, that's
It'd be a lot.
of. That's a lot.
My
of
right
work.
arm would be ripped.
Yeah.
Just the one side, dude. The other one's just like.
Lopsided jacked.
Speaking of Skyrim, there's also a Skyrim in concert coming from the London Symphony Orchestra.
I'm
which is
so
awesome.
excited.
Also, these segues are on point.
Speaking of the Elder Scrolls Legends, no one was.
Oh no.
Harsh.
I didn't know until recently, probably like 2 years ago, that none of the music in Skyrim is live recorded. It's all synthesized. Every single, all the music in Skyrim, other than the voices, apparently. I think the
Cool. I
voices
just
were.
learned that.
Right?
Like
Wait,
right
what do you
now.
mean?
It's all done on a keyboard. There was no live instruments.
Really?
That made me sad.
Isn't that crazy? None of
That is.
none of the tracks on Skyrim were done with an orchestra. They're all synthesized, which is kind of wild if you think about it. That all of that was done without
talented,
a real.
yeah.
There was no real instruments.
It's probably actually why if you've ever heard the like live symphony versions of them,
Yeah.
they're so like over the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's like, oh no, this is actually us doing it. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I know.
That's really cool.
This does remind me of how when Zelda was celebrating its 25th anniversary, they did the Zelda Symphony Orchestra that
Yeah.
toured around for a while. Same deal. They're copying Zelda.
I think Skyrim's done it before. Their
Sorry.
copyright. Wow, that was just shots fired.
No, but
Zelda
here's the
was
thing.
one of my
See-
first video game loves. I love that
Same.
series so much, and I played it long before I knew Elder Scrolls was a thing.
Same.
So I'm always going to come to bat for Zelda.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Give them the
London,
credit.
the London Philharmonic Orchestra did Skyrim.
I actually
like,
had a chance
2012.
to go to their concert in London back in several years ago. And it was, I learned about it just a week before, and there was no way for me to get a visa in a week. So I had to just skip it. And instead, Agelos went, and he got to interview Inan Zor at
Yes.
the UK and everything.
I do
So
remember
Wow.
that.
it's still so heavy in my heart that I missed that opportunity
of the
because I
visa.
was like, there's no way I can get there in a week.
That's brutal.
Enons are so good.
Did you guys ever have video games live come around where you were? That is awesome. So it's
I've
like
never heard this.
it's an orchestra experience. It's done by one of the guys who used to be a host on G4 TV. What's his name?
Adam Sessler.
No, the other
The
one.
only person I know from that show or that channel that I can remember.
Adam
offhand.
Sessler and Morgan Webb, I think.
Oh yeah,
but she's a
Morgan
girl.
Webb.
Well, I remember
Yep, they did
Morgan
X
Webb.
Play.
I loved X-Play.
I did too. That's why I'm trying to remember. Are you thinking of Tommy Tellerico? Actually,
Yes,
now that I'm racking my
that's him.
brain, he's the actual musical person from that. Yeah. Now that
Yeah.
I'm saying that, it's like, wow, I actually remember a lot of people from that network.
Right, remember G4 TV? It was awesome. I miss that.
Isn't
but
it coming back?
It is
G4
apparently.
G4 is coming back.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
Yeah,
and
I believe
X Play's
so.
coming back as well with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb again.
But yeah, and Tommy
I'm very
Tallarico started this thing called Video Games Live, which was like basically because he's a big guitar player and stuff like that. So he would tour around North America and the world, I assume, and they would just do video game songs with a live orchestra, and they would use local orchestras wherever they were. Which is funny because my wife's oboe teacher was performing it and he thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But they did like Zelda, Skyrim, and like it was super cool. I hope it comes back again. I don't know when the last time. Let me look it up live. Why not? They're on tour and starting again April 2022.
Nice.
But they
There you
haven't.
go.
Way back in like 2011, I think, I went to a friend of mine's concert and he just had like a local band and it was a few local bands playing. And all of a sudden at the end of one of their sets, it was a different band, the guitarist just starts just shredding the metal version of Song of Storms from Zelda. And I was so happy.
I went in 2012.
With no warning.
It was 2012 is when it was here. So long ago.
Wow.
It was almost 10 years
God.
ago. But it was awesome. I hope they bring that back in. That was super cool.
It
Everybody
sounds awesome.
wear your mask so we can have these things back.
Yes.
Everyone,
Please, dear God.
I don't want to deal with this again.
It's just, I miss the concerts and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, but it will be viewable on YouTube and Twitch, which will be awesome. So that's happening on the actual anniversary. I bet there's going to be
I'm
just a
looking
whole pile
forward-
of stuff happening that day.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
can imagine. I mean, they like the last time I think it followed by with like an after party of the developers and everything. I don't know if they're gonna do it again or not, but
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. Imagine how much fun this would be if there wasn't COVID. I bet there'd be some real big events happening. Like some huge things we could all go
Yeah.
to and party with Skyrim. Oh, man.
Damn it, Perrier.
Yeah. Oh my. You just.
Did you say Perrier?
I hadn't thought about
Yeah.
that, and you just. Yeah. Well, I mean,
What's
I
the
wouldn't have
Perrier
made it
thing?
anyway. So.
the
Now you
disease.
know
Daedric
how I
Prince of
feel all the
Disease.
time.
Daedric Prince of Disease and being lame.
It's his fault. Harriet's fault.
Oh, I thought you said Perrier.
Yeah,
like
I did
the
too.
water.
Yeah,
Like the fizzy
I did
water.
Isn't that infected water that somehow...
So confused. Perrier. I was like,
Perrite.
why are you mad at a fizzy water drink?
Actually,
I
you know
thought this
what?
was
Let's
something
take a
like
minute here.
inside
I don't
Tales
like
joke.
fizz in my water. Why do you flavor the water and put bubbles in it?
'Cause it's
Water is
amazing.
just fine
Delicious.
on its own.
Apparently, this might be a UESP versus Tails like chasm here. Perrier's amazing.
It's
No.
so
Listen,
good.
I don't like Perrier, but I do like sparkling water, just not Perrier.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm so
love
foreign to
sparkling
this
water.
discussion because I have no idea what you guys are
Perrier.
talking about.
Okay. Perrier.
Do you guys have gassy water? Because I know overseas a lot of places.
okay,
Well,
yeah,
no,
let me
no,
water.
So
In
overseas,
France, they have like taps with it.
So overseas, they call. So I used to live in Italy for like
Gassy
5
water.
years, and they actually literally would call fizzy water gassy water. Like
Gassy
you would,
water?
no joke. Seriously, that's what they would call it.
Amazing.
And
So-
so when you would order, you'd order either with gas or no gas. No
That's
joke.
what-
And so
That's what
I
they
was
told
just
Doc while she
asking.
was overseas. They're like, oh yeah,
shit.
gassy water.
Help me clear
a
out,
real
clear up
thing.
something, okay? Because
Ark's
there's
from
a
Turkey.
problem.
He
here.
is overseas.
So you guys have sparkling water,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then you guys have fizzy water.
That's the
Are
same
these
thing.
two
Same
the
thing.
same?
Same thing.
Same
They're
thing.
the same
Okay.
Fizzy and sparkling are the same. Yeah.
So we have what we call mineral soda, but soda for us is not Coke. Okay,
No,
so
but that's probably club soda. Mineral soda is probably similar to club soda, I bet.
yes,
Okay.
but it can also come in flavors.
Yeah. You can have flavored
Okay.
club
I don't
soda.
know. So what is sparkling water that?
It's just
Yes.
water plus. Well, club soda has
Some kind of
sodium
flavor.
as well, I believe.
Yeah, that's the
Which-
difference with club soda.
yeah.
Why are you all messing with water? Just drink water.
I
So-
don't
Fizzy
like
water
it.
is
hold
so
on.
good.
Hold on. Do you know the non-alcoholic drink, the Churchill, that you
Yes.
do with club soda, lemon, and salt, right? So is that the club soda, the
Well,
one
no.
you use in Churchill?
That would be a club
No.
soda we'd use, but not fizzy
Okay,
water.
so the mineral soda that we have is club soda then,
Yes.
yes. So what the hell is sparkling water?
Sparkling
basically
water
club soda
is
without
just water
sodium.
plus bubbles.
Yeah.
It's just
bubbly
carbonated water.
Because it's
Thank
just
you, Ark.
sometimes you just
Why?
want the bubbles. That's all
Listen,
you want
I
without all the
have-
sugar that's in soda.
Yeah,
you just
Just
want the
turn on a
bubbles.
fan. You just get hit by air. It's great.
Here,
But Perrier
I
has
actually
drink
have
water.
purchased. I have purchased and use a soda stream,
Oh, I
so that
used
way
to have
I
a
can
soda stream.
carbonate my water myself. and then I just add like organic grapefruit flavor to it. So
We
that
used
I
to
have
have a soda stream,
fizzy
but
grapefruit
the
water.
canisters were too hard to get swapped out where we were at the time, so it just stopped because there was only like 2 places in our town that did it. It was just too much work.
Oh, Target down the road does it for me. So
We don't have Target anymore. I know.
how do you live?
I
You
don't.
need to move.
I am a ghost.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You need to move.
They don't send him ESO chairs. They don't send him gas water jet things.
Gassy
Get nothing
water.
up there. Gassy
Come
water.
to America. You can get your gassy water and your ESO chair.
And you can yell about how much freedom we have.
Freedom!
Only freedom units, please.
You have to get an American Eagle tattoo across your chest, though.
It is
Or a bald
legal.
eagle
What
That
about
is
an
requirement.
Mary Eagle tattoo?
Oh my god.
That would be perfect. You know what? That will be more than passable, and it's highly
Pixie,
recommended.
why
It's
don't you
fine.
have the old
Stay
Mary?
up north.
Can you get the old Mary Eagle
Stay up
inside of
north.
your Ouroboros?
There's room.
There's room.
The old Mary Eagle is already on the Ouroboros, though. But
Also,
also,
for
with the
our
two
audio
lesser factions.
listeners, Pixie recently got an Ouroboros tattoo.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Thank you. I love it. It hurt real bad, but it's better now. Now it just itches.
Now, was it more painful than your other ones?
No.
Oh, just all
No,
of them hurt.
the worst one.
Everything
the
hurts.
worst one was actually another video game tattoo. I have a Navi the fairy from Zelda on my ribs,
Nice.
and I almost died.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure at one point I started hyperventilating. Like, ribcage tattoos really suck. I'm a baby. I don't do pain well. So yeah, there's a reason why that one's never getting touched up. She can just like fade into oblivion for all I care. I'm not having another needle on my ribs ever.
I don't think she was in Oblivion. I think that's a different game.
You know, I have this headcanon where they all exist in the same universe and they're all just different planes of
Oh, I like
whatever.
that.
I like that.
All video games exist in the same universe, but there's just
There we
I
go.
like this. I like it.
I like this too. I just came up with it just now.
That brings us to Michael Kirkbride's coda. And
And speaking
Oh,
of
sorry, guys, I'm losing you.
The Elder Scrolls Online.
I can't hear anything. Goodbye.
Oh, well, speaking of the Elder Scrolls Online,
Beautiful.
we've got a... Okay,
Seamless.
I'm going to pull out a complete stereotypical question, but since Ark has long hair and a beard, I'm going to assume you like metal.
yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know who Trivium is. I know Baratron was incredibly excited to hear something was involving Trivium with the Elder Scrolls Online, but who is Trivium? How would I know them?
Well, see, Trivium's music doesn't really appeal to me either. I mostly listen to folk metal. They do more, I guess, maybe progressive.
It's
They are-
progressive. So I
yeah.
actually do listen to Trivium.
Me
There
too.
you go.
So they're the only thing I don't like about Trivium, and Trivium's good. They have actually a lot of musical talent. It's much more melodic metal, where they have like clean vocals at points. It's not just all
Gotcha.
screaming or anything like that, which is a little not my gimmick. I actually like more scream, but they're pretty progressive too. Their tracks tend to be really long sometimes.
Oh, I know Matt Heafy. Okay, I know who this is.
They've been around for quite a
Yes,
while.
I know who they are. Okay.
Yeah, they're a good group.
Yeah.
I actually learned about Trivium from Cash from Lore Seekers podcast.
Okay.
He is super into Trivium, and
Nice.
they actually remind me of a smaller band that I know, another prog rock band, Gemini Syndrome. That's really, really good. They sound super similar. I'm also, my favorite band of all time is Avenged Sevenfold, which is another
Okay.
more like
I know Avenged
melodic.
Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's another like they
I had
have
an
clean
emo metal
vocals, they have
stage, too.
screaming. I'm still in my emo metal stage, but I have a guitar behind me. I'm allowed to be in my emo metal stage
This is
still.
true.
Yeah, no, I mean they're still good. I like plenty of emo metal
No,
along
no.
with just like Behemoth as well, which is not emo metal and is
Pixie.
usually just banned.
Do you know what the Gen Zers call us? The elder
What?
emos.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Isn't that
no.
harsh?
Love
I'm
it.
like, oh.
On board for this.
Amazing.
I'm going to choose to look at this as we are the ones who were in our teen years
Yeah.
when the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim came out for the first time, and that's
I
what
was
the
not
Elder is,
was
and
I
not
a
that we're old.
teenager? No, I wasn't a teenager.
Okay, I was
Baby Pixie was a
I had
teenager,
just
but
turned I had turned 18 the day before, because my birthday's on the 10th. I had turned 18 the day before Elder Scrolls.
let's
before
have an
Skyrim
epic
came out
like
for the
24-hour stream birthday party.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Solved
I've
it.
never
Yeah.
done a 24-hour stream.
Let's
Is it
do
okay
it.
if like halfway through the 24-hour stream I put a wig on Braun and have him take over for me so I
Yes.
can go sleep?
Totally fine.
That's even
Yeah.
better.
Then I can do a 24-hour stream.
1000%.
When it comes to Extra Life, I mean, we just marathon it. We could all just never change who the person actually is. We could just blend all of this into one like 76-hour marathon, and
Yeah,
we'll just
totally.
pretend we're the same person
you
the
go.
whole time.
Perfect.
So Trivium.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was gonna say we went into a metal and trivium discussion without
Well,
actually
there's a
explaining
reason.
why
no,
we did
there's
that.
a
We're
reason,
still
though.
getting
There's
there.
a reason. Yes.
Because I understand that they're a band, but are they also like, what's the name of a guitar maker? It's what's the name for it?
I wouldn't know.
It's an actual ist. I'm Googling this right now, guys.
I'm struggling to follow what
It's
word I should use.
Luthier. I can't remember.
Oh,
Luthier.
like someone who makes guitars?
Yeah, someone who makes guitars.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what the question is, so I don't know how to try to answer.
Did somebody in the band make this guitar, or is it just like they were inspired
think
by
it's-
it?
No, it's
I think
made
it's a
by-
collaboration.
Yeah.
Tell us more, Doc. You seem to know.
Okay, let me go back to the link because it actually says who made the guitar.
Calderwood Percussion.
Yeah. So I think it's just a big collaboration.
Gotcha.
Maybe they actually got their guitars for their band from them. Does that make sense? So
I want. So
so
yeah.
it's just when
Yeah.
Could be.
But it's a big deal because they've got a few different things that are going on where they're partnering with Elder Scrolls Online. So during our Gates of Oblivion year-end stream that's happening at September 30th, Trivium's going to be releasing their all-new ESO themed music video for us to see. It's ESO themed, which is super cool. I really want to see
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna be really
that sounds
cool.
dope. Yeah. But then they're also currently doing a contest giveaway where they are making this, we're giving away this amazing Maroon's Dagon style guitar.
It's a like a double neck guitar, which means I have no chance of ever being able to play it.
Listen, if you enter, send it to me, and then I'll record myself playing a song on it
Ooh.
and send it to you.
Deal.
You'll get early access.
I'm still entering,
gonna put-
regardless. I'm entering this, but
Yeah, here's the link, chat for you guys, because in this link is actually where you can actually sign up for the sweepstakes. So, and it'll also show you exactly what the guitar looks like, because it looks really cool. Hi, babe.
we've got a sixth guest.
Come here.
More people.
You guys can say hi real quick. Say
Our
hi.
colors is down.
Come here.
Hi.
Like my haircut?
I love your haircut.
There's so many. We got 7 people on the podcast now.
We
It's
did
a party.
It's a party
party.
in here.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Mom, there's so many Disneyland.
So cute.
What is Disneyland? What?
Disneyland.
Okay.
You're going to
I
Disneyland.
saw it.
Oh.
I found out in my
I'll allow it.
Amazing.
Okay. All right. Bye.
I've never been able to play with one of these wild guitars because they hurt. Because I used to be a bass player in a band, believe it or not. But these look very uncomfortable, but awesome.
I was gonna ask that. As someone
That
who
has to
never
weigh a lot.
played a guitar in his life, how do you keep this thing from stabbing you in the like right and left?
You'd
you know,
have
it's
to
just,
wear it really high, I would imagine. Like
it
that would be how you
jab
get
you all
around
the time. And
it.
imagine like you try to do the swing thing, and it just,
just, like,
stabs you in the
decapitates you.
leg.
Well, it is an axe. I mean,
That's how we lost Pixie. Yeah, it looks wild. And it also has, it's a 6-string and a 12-string, I believe. Is that what it is?
Ooh, I need it. I don't have a
1,
12 string.
2, 3,
So-
I need
4.
it.
What I'm
no, it's a
confused about
9-string.
is
Weird.
the top and down side. So the two different necks are the opposite orientation to each other.
That's okay.
it
That's
supposed-
fine.
It's just the head
that
stop.
okay?
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
where the tuning knob things are.
Yeah, that can be
Okay.
adjusted. Different guitars have different angles on those. But yeah, it looks wild. It looks wild. And it's also has, it's a 2 different guitars have different angles on those. Yeah, that can be adjusted. Different guitars have different angles on those. But yeah, it looks wild. It looks wild. But that's, yeah, I'm interested. The second string, it looks like it's a 9 string. But usually I thought dual neck guitars, one was usually like a bass side and one was a regular 6-string guitar.
See, I thought they were usually one was a 12 and one was a 6 string.
But this one looks like a 9 string. Like I'm seeing
I'm wondering if this is just like a rendering.
It could just be, yeah.
So maybe they didn't render it correctly. Because I know like 12 strings too, like from a distance, like obviously the necks are thicker, but like each like pair of strings are closer together.
Yeah, because this is an octave, so.
Right.
Super weird.
But from what I've heard, now I've never played a double neck guitar because I just haven't had the chance to. But I think I heard somewhere that they're usually a 12 and a 6 string.
Yeah, I think they're either a 12 and a 6 string or a 6 and a bass is what the two more common. Because I'm literally looking on Google right now, and those are the two combinations
cool.
I see. There's like one that's a bass and then a 6 string, or there's a 12 string and a 6 string is what they kind of are.
Now I want the bass one. That sounds awesome.
Sounds convenient, eh?
It does.
Bass players were already getting replaced anyway, so now you don't even need them anymore.
They're like healers.
Oh,
I was about to make that comment, you jerk.
Yeah, Pixie can make that jerk because Pixie heals. Lotus. I think it's awesome that they're doing. There's been so many. I don't know if you guys have noticed. There's been so many like external tie-ins lately. That seems to be their big marketing push. Like they had the wrestling folks. They've had like this one. There was another one too. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Oh, Critical Role.
Twice.
That's one. Yeah.
What I'm curious about is how much of the people that they market the game with initially, like by themselves, actually got into the game and then got involved with the PR of ZeniMax Online, and how many of them were approached like, hey, so we have this game that you might not know about, but you know.
Yeah, I have no idea to the Trivium one, but I know from my understanding, Robert Whitaker actually is a huge
ESO player. Yeah,
like he
seems like a fan. Yeah,
so that's kind of why they're like, okay, you want to do something with ESO, and it's like, yeah, I already like this game. Sure, I can promote your thing and be on here. By the way, I'm just gonna like carry around my title at the same time. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a pretty good tie-in right there.
Yeah,
actually, fun fact, well, a weird fact for us here in Turkey, because one of the top 3 football president of one of the top 3 football clubs, soccer for you US friends.
Yes.
Football. In an interview, someone asked him like, and I don't follow football at all, but it caught my eye because of this. Someone asked him like, how do you relax in your free time and whatnot? And he mentioned Elder Scrolls Online.
That's amazing.
What? Who did?
I was like, how?
I do like football. So
first of all, gaming in Turkey is, especially in that range of people, sort of like the club presidents and sort of that age area, it's the gaming by itself is rare, let alone Elder Scrolls Online to be mentioned, like such amazing. A niche, you know. I was like, okay, I guess I follow this team now, you know.
Well, it's like
I support this guy.
We saw
he's my
article
favorite
today.
Soccer player.
We saw an article today from James McAvoy in an interview, was saying like when he was, I can't remember what movie he was making, but he was obsessed with Oblivion at the time.
That's
so badly that he had to like break the disc and burn it in a fire.
Oh yeah,
because it was. Let me see what was he filming at the time? He was playing Anne Hathaway's love interest in the period drama Becoming Jane, and he says, "I'm like having to go bed at 10 p.m. because I'm getting up at 6 a.m. every morning." McAvoy explained, and I've got tons of lines and all that stuff, and I'm just staying up till 4 a.m. playing Oblivion. It came to a head when he pulled an all-nighter, ending at 5:35, 10 minutes before the car arrived to take him to set. Turning to a drastic solution, he turned on his gas stove and put the disc on and just sort of watched it like singe and melt a little bit. And I was like, yeah, right. We're done. We're over. Never again.
Wow.
I love
That's
Mecha
amazing.
Wolf.
That's willpower. I'm already I was already a fan of him.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
it's like-
amazing.
I know Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Yeah, he
almost-
just got
someone in
big
chat just
gamer.
posted it. Almost missed their Superman audition because they were in the middle of a raid. And wow.
Yeah, they didn't answer. He didn't answer the
He
call.
didn't answer the call from his,
love
like,
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So funny.
Honestly, I am super happy with Henry Cavill representing video games in this
Yes.
whole new
Henry
super
Cavill-
positive light while making everyone else look bad.
He can represent anything, and I'll be on board with it.
Yeah.
He does an
He's
amazing
building a
job
PC
playing
looking
Geralt.
like a
Yeah,
freaking
he does.
statue. And then I'm building a PC sort of crawling on the floor trying to get the pieces right.
Yeah. Henry Cavill is perfect.
Yeah.
All there is to it. There's
yeah.
nothing else to say to that. He's
All right,
There's not
Byron,
much more.
segue us up.
I used to hate on him. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm
What?
so
How?
ashamed of
Really?
it now because of Superman.
But he was a good
because
Superman.
I was no, but
Yeah.
I'm a Smallville fan.
So? He's still a good Superman.
No, like I was very salty that they didn't just use. Sorry. That they, I'm trying to wave my kids away. That they didn't use Tom
Yeah.
Welling as Superman, but I had to give Henry Cavill creds, you know, because I was very much like, oh, he's gonna be Geralt. Like I freaking love Geralt, and then he did. It was like, oh, I can't hate on this guy. And then I learned about how he was a big gamer, and then I felt horrible because I was like, he's amazing and incredible. And yeah, it
Even
was,
as much as I don't like
yeah.
the new DC movies, he's still a good Superman. He still does
Oh,
Superman
man.
very well in those movies. And this is the weirdest part with those movies, and we're just super far off topic now. But all of the movies are actually like, all the characters in the movies I really like. I really like Wonder Woman. I really like, I surprisingly like Batman. I thought I was gonna like think it was like a joke having what's his name? Not Matt Damon, the other one.
the other guy, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
They're one and the
Matt
same.
Damon, Ben
yeah,
Affleck, those are
Matt-
totally different names.
No, they're
Yeah,
the
how
same
do you-
Yeah,
person
but they're
though.
always together.
They're always together.
so
They're both from Boston.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. They're like best friends or something, but Ben Affleck,
They
I
are,
thought it was
yeah.
going to be awful. All the characters are good. I just don't like the movies, and I don't understand it.
Okay, to be fair though, the Zack Snyder cut of
It's
the
better.
Justice League is amazing. And I hated on the Justice League so bad when it first came out.
It is much
But
better.
The
I will
Zack
definitely agree.
Snyder cut, it's very long. But
Very long.
amazing. So
I heard
yeah.
the new Suicide Squad is good as well, especially
It's so
compared to
good.
the first one, but I haven't watched it
I haven't
yet.
watched it yet either.
It's very good.
Oh, that's good to know. At least that's something to watch.
I really
How the
like
hell
it.
did we get here?
Speaking of year one,
I don't know.
the year one event is upon
Trivium?
us.
There it is. There it is.
It was Trivium.
Yep, it was
Yeah,
Trivium,
Trivium.
and that segue,
Yes.
smooth
Yes.
as butter. Loving
I know,
these.
right?
So the
Guys, we're on a
year,
roll.
the year one event, right, is what it's called.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah, the year one
almost here.
celebration.
What do we have a date for it?
We do.
I'm trying to find it right now, and I'm struggling.
I think it's like
They only
August
mentioned it on
20th.
Twitter, actually. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
bring up the Tails notes because that's the last thing. So, wait.
I wanna
oh,
say it's
no.
the
2 sets of
26th.
show notes. It's the 26th.
Can I see the
I believe it's the
history?
26th. I believe.
That
On
sounds
a Thursday?
correct.
Don't they normally start them on
Yeah,
Tuesdays?
they usually do it
No,
on
they-
Thursdays.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
And it's funny, you've actually made that comment on another episode of the UESP.
Really?
before. Yes, you said that. You're like, don't they
Gosh,
start on a
Kyle,
Tuesday? And
pay
Doc was like, no, they start on a
attention.
Thursday.
Oh no, patches are always on.
Yes, patches on Tuesdays, events on Thursdays.
This makes sense
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
I love that I just keep repeating ourselves over and over
It's
again.
all good.
I couldn't find it anyway. It's yeah.
So the 26th, we'll say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we're wrong,
It's,
We're never
they have
wrong,
to release
so-
it now on the 26th. It's written in stone.
exactly. We're making it
Yeah.
canon right here.
Yeah,
so.
we told you everything on the show tonight is canon. So, so that's going to be exciting. I'm actually really excited to get in there again for that one because I will be honest, my ESO playtime has been like almost nothing for the past couple for the summer, like the summer as a whole, like with
Yeah.
new baby. It's warm in Canada for once. like I'm outside all the time, and then like I come inside and like hit like the kids in bed by like 9 p.m. because it's summer, so everybody's up a little bit later because it's still like daylight at 9 p.m. So everybody goes to bed later, and then I'm like, I don't feel like going downstairs and playing a video game. So I was just like, I'll play on my Switch, or I'll just relax and watch a show or something like that. So fall is usually when I start to like swing back my playtime again, because I think I've actually mentioned this on the podcast every year. Is like summer, I just kind of like, and then pick back up, and then I become obsessed again, and then I play through it all. So it'll be good. I don't know. Look, Ark, you're saying you're kind of the same?
Yeah, I mean, see, it's already hot, and whenever I open up a game, it just becomes worse because this thing pumps up heat. So yeah, summer's not a good time to do anything. We should not exist during summer. And for ESO, I've been just saving myself for the new DLCs, man. Well, not the new DLCs, but the new dungeons, so I can start throwing myself at the hard modes again. So that's
I live down in hell, and it's very warm. So I've been dealing with this by, instead of going outside where I will burn alive, I stay inside and have been playing video games. I've been like playing more Switch games than usual though, because my son also has a Switch. So because he's been home and he hasn't been in school, I haven't been able to play as much ESO over the summer. Yeah. But I have very much upped my intake of Switch games because he's playing with me.
I've been playing, my Switch has so much playtime over the summer. Because as I was saying, I could just sit on the couch and play it, and like beside the kids and stuff like that. So
it's the perfect multitasking console.
It really is.
Console-wise, I might get hate for this, but console-wise, the Switch is the perfect console because you can either play it on your TV
100%
or you can sit wherever you want. You can go anywhere with it. I love it so much. That's why I ordered the OLED Switch.
Did you get it? I kind of wanted it, but I couldn't justify it.
Steam Deck.
Okay, yeah, Steam Deck
takes over
the
Switch.
If the Steam Deck is good, I still am very hesitant on it because Steam or Valve has burned me on hardware like 3 times now. Like,
oh really?
Valve controller no support anymore. They supported it for a year, dropped it. The Steam Link, which was their like TV connection to stream games, they killed it after a few months. Steam machines, you remember those? Where we were like, we're gonna build Linux computers and they're gonna be awesome. Killed those ones right away. Like after like a couple of months of that. Like, I'm a little hesitant on Valve and their hardware game, but I'm really hoping the Steam Deck takes off because that's like the perfect, like that's what I want to play the Elder Scrolls 6 on. If I'm being honest,
you would be able to get the Anniversary Edition on that too, by the way, because it accesses your Steam library. So more Skyrim.
My reasoning behind getting the OLED Switch was Braun has a Switch, I have a Switch, and then my son has a Switch Lite. And he keeps talking about how bad he wants to play his Switch games on the TV. So I was like, okay, this will give me an extra family Switch. So my current Switch will be the family Switch, and that'll give me an extra dock because I leave my Switch right now plugged into my PC's Elgato. So that way I can like
mine too.
Yeah, it's the best life hack ever, especially if you have like a dual channel like headset or whatever, because you can have like Twitch open over here so you're chilling with your friends, and then you can have on your other monitor Switch. It's amazing, and it is life-changing, and I love it so much, and that's how I spend most of my nights these days. But that way I can leave my OLED Switch in here on my PC, because I tend to play in handheld mode anyway, so the bigger screen and the OLED screen is a huge upgrade for me.
Yeah.
And then my son can play on the TV whenever he wants to, because I have his profile already on my Switch, so he'll have all of his saves synced. He can play on the TV using mine, and I don't have to worry about him breaking my one and only Switch, because I have my OLED Switch that he won't touch.
But it's just like,
you guys just made me check prices on Nintendo Switch.
you need one, Ark.
I will honestly say, if they never released a new console again and just kept iterating and upgrading the Switch, I would be happy. I would never. It's just that form factor is just perfect for me.
It is. The whole handheld / console thing, because I'm a huge not mobile necessarily as in like iOS or whatever, but being able to game on the go or game from wherever, I love it so much.
Yeah.
That's why, like, whenever I was younger, I was trying to get all the emulators on, like, my Android phones before I switched and everything. And I'd be, like, playing N64 games on my HTC
Nice.
Vivid and all of that. So the
man.
fact that...
I remember that phone.
I remember playing Majora's Mask on that phone.
Nice.
That was, like, my benchmark test for any phone. Is it good? Can it play Majora's Mask? Yes.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so the Switch is the perfect console for me because I can do both, and that's what I need, and that's what Nintendo needs to focus on because everybody should have a Switch in their
And
life.
if the Stream Deck works that for PC, and then there's a bunch of competition that like emulates that and starts building mobile, because I know Alienware had a proof of concept of, they called like the UFO or something like that, that was basically a Stream Deck, which looked really awesome. And there's a few other companies that have had like these like kind of things. And if that takes off, that's perfect for me. Cause I feel like that hits us in like our collective age groups of like, we're not always at the age where we have a ton of time. Like I can't, like when I was like playing Skyrim when it first came out 10 years ago and I sat in front of the TV till 5 a.m. Like I can't do that anymore. One, my body would reject me if I just stayed up until 5 a.m. and then I'm like,
yeah,
because then at 5 a.m., which means 5:30, the kids are like, come play with me. It's time to wake up. So I'd be like, oh, I've been asleep for 10 minutes. But even without kids, I'm just like old. My body doesn't let me do that anymore. It's getting harder.
I hear you there.
So if I can just play a little bit like in bed, if I could play Elder Scrolls 6, oh, the dream. The dream. That's the dream. That's the dream. Not whether or not you don't know if you're over or under caffeinated like Ark.
Yeah. Not knowing that is not good. I don't recommend.
Also, I'd like to make a movement and just have everybody agree that we'll now just refer to Florida as the Deadlands.
It's Murkmire.
Is it
That works.
Murkmire?
okay.
Because
So it
Murkmire is
depends.
awesome.
So there's certain areas in Florida that are less awesome than Murkmire, but are just as swampy, like where I used to live. So I feel like right now I'm in the Deadlands, but where I used to live had
Was
a lot
that-
of swampy areas, and that was Murkmire.
Gotcha.
What part of Murkmire is awesome again, Pylon?
The part with
The
all the
Argonian part?
Argonians?
It's a swamp. Even the plants are trying to kill you in Murkmire.
I
mean,
love it.
Awesome. That's
I
super
love
cool.
those plants. Yes.
I like places that don't actively try to kill me. I mean,
Pylon, you either need to move to Florida or Australia.
I'm going to be
Based on that
honest.
statement.
There is very little things that would get me to move to Florida.
Yeah, I lived there for 8
Kind of a
years.
mess down there, guys.
No thanks.
That's fair.
It's very,
I'm happy to come
very
visit.
humid.
But
Yeah.
that's also probably how I would feel about Murkmire. I'd be happy to visit Murkmire. I don't think I want to live there.
Yeah.
So is Florida the Deadlands or is Florida Murkmire? Now that we've
Maybe
established that you
both,
would
and
want to
neither
live
of
in
them
neither
I want to
place.
live there. I don't want to live in the Deadlands or Murkmire.
But Pylon, you own the Zamir, right?
I do own the Zanmir. That is
so
my home.
you do live.
I do
in
technically live in though I
Florida,
think
basically.
I do think my primary residence is still Eleanor Townhouse. Because I haven't moved everything over. Well, I haven't moved everything
Yeah.
over yet. And it's so convenient. It's not as good as actually, I don't have a house in Leywin yet, but it's so
I'm
convenient.
gonna though.
I know.
Yeah.
Water's
Yeah.
Edge. I think Gone Crazy won it from the UESP.
Nice.
When we did our goal.
I love
nice.
that house. Very cool.
I know, that was awesome.
I
love
just
that
bought
house.
the new house. What's the new big house called?
big
Panther
fort?
Fang Chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that?
I just bought that. Yep. I got the
Nice.
furnished
How are you
version
gonna
because I
decorate
had a
it?
weak moment. It's already furnished. Don't even have to decorate it.
But you
Oh,
still
wow.
Okay. It's so,
So
empty.
what I
though.
want to do, okay, here we go. I will tell you how I'm going to decorate it. So we've already been talking extensively at this point about how much I love Zelda. When I was on PlayStation on ESO, I took that Grand Sijic Villa and made it essentially inspired by the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time.
Cool.
That's my plan with at least part of Panther Fang Chapel. I think I'm going to turn the
Okay.
chapel part of it into like a Temple of Time thing.
Just
I
put
like
a
that.
lot
I'm
of
excited.
lights that I can jump in and turn it all off while you are logged off.
Listen,
You
I
are
have you
that
and Lego
guy.
doing that.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
I
Yeah,
love
Doc's
doing
gonna
that.
murder Ark.
No, my
Doc's gonna
friend,
invite you to the murder chapel.
She reminds me constantly, because one time I was hosting like this housing scavenger hunt, and I was trying to give out the rules, and this one person in the group kept going around my house and turning off my lights while I'm trying to explain the rules, and I lost it. And my friend, she will never let me live it down. She was like, remember that time when Doc got like really, really angry because she drank too much and she got, and somebody kept shutting off her lights. And I'm like, that never happened. I deny it.
The worst one for me of the light stories, I have a trophy room in my Alinor. So the only house that I have completely furnished is my Alinor Crest townhouse. And I have a trophy room. It's because it's the most amazing house in the game. So the only room there's this light in my trophy room where I pretty much had to like jump off of something to turn it on and off because my character's too short.
Yes.
AKA real life Pixie.
Yes, exactly. I also have to jump off of things to do very simple tasks. So Lego comes in, that's the light he turns off. So that I had to spend 30 minutes trying to jump at the right time to turn the light back on. And I just want to throw things every time he does it.
Amazing.
Well, there's now I have a reason to log into NA.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so my
Because you know what?
primary
My character's
residence is
height
no
slider
longer-
is maxed out.
I am leaving that like pregnant pause in the recording of just like the
I love it.
My primary residence is no longer the Alinor Crest townhouse because the other house is way bigger and it's real cool and it has furniture in it. So good luck getting to the Alinor Crest townhouse.
We'll figure it out.
I
There's a
can
way
just
that you can
use
script it.
add-ons.
Yeah.
No! I was having
Wait, whoa. There's actually add-ons that you can use to travel to other people's houses?
Non-primary.
Yes.
What?
Yep.
Dang
I
it.
was really hoping he didn't know about that add-on. I wasn't going to tell him about that
You
add-on.
can
I've
actually-
until I
played
knew
in
it
ESO for
existed.
like 4 years. Of course I know about that.
I think there's also you can do it with scripts. I don't know if you can run the scripts on console. Can you? Can you? You have
don't know.
text chat, right? I'm looking at Doc and Lotus.
What?
Is there?
Oh.
I was reading chat, sorry.
Is there?
I still can't get over the fact there's an add-on that does that. I'm sorry.
Of course there is. There's always
Of
an
course
add-on.
there is. Son of a gun.
Is there a way to pull up text chat in on console?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can run scripts then, because then you would be able to do it. I bet.
What does
I was
that
going to
mean?
say,
So it's like you
/
type.
reload UI is our best friend on last
So
gen.
you can
Yeah.
do that. So if you can do that, you might be able to. There's like it's like /script/travel_2/play. Like it's like a
Oh.
script that you can run to go to. That's how the add-on works. It's you go to house number one. Like there's a specific number for the houses. So I bet you could do that on console too. It would just suck
Worth its
typing that
try.
in.
I have just learned that I can edit permissions for my house to keep people from turning off my lights.
Yes, you can.
Wow,
yes,
so you are gonna
limited
ban
visitor,
me from
limited visitor.
Okay. All these years of friendship, Pixie, and you are gonna ban me from your houses? Wow.
No, you're welcome into my house. You just can't touch my lights.
Wow. Okay,
It's
so
fair.
you're gonna leave me in the
fair.
dark in your house? Okay, I see.
No,
I see.
all my lights will be
because
on.
the
You'll be
lights
able to
are
see just
on,
fine.
So
Yeah, it's okay. So it's
Now, what if I'm-
slash.
What
We'll
if
have to
light hurts my eyes? You are gonna just blind. I see. Okay.
You can go somewhere else. It's
So
fine.
it's /script, jump to specific house, and then in brackets the person's their player name, and then comma and which house number of theirs you want to go to. I'm
That's
very
awesome.
curious if you could do that in and you don't need any add-ons for that. So I'm very curious if those work on console.
I will report that.
I'm actually curious. Yeah,
Very
Lotus, you do
interesting.
it and then you tell me if it
Okay.
works because I have
Well, if you
no
see me
idea. It
idea.
doesn't
rooming in your
ban
murder
you.
house, that's not your primary.
So speaking of the year one event,
Yes.
what actually is happening
Beautiful.
in the year one event coming up this week? It's
So-
Orsinium.
Craglorn and
Craglorn.
Imperial City.
All right, I was wondering about the Imperial City.
in there because Craglorn's not a
Because
DLC.
that was the very first. Well, I mean, it was kind of an add-on in the very beginning. It didn't come with the base
Yeah.
game.
It was before
It was
there
an
were
additional.
DLCs though. Because it was
Right, but it was
subscription
part
games.
of the first year, and
Correct. Yeah.
plus it was our very first trials. So I think that's why.
It was originally part of the update system when it was sub-mandatory. So it got lumped in with
Yeah.
year one because when you bought it on console, it's part of base game on console, where it wasn't part of base game originally on PC. So it got a little weird with year one, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
part
really
of the
kind
mandatory
of year
was the
one-ish,
first concept.
two-ish.
Well, 'cause
Right.
that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like the WoW model, what they would do is that like WoW has DLCs, you just pay for them throughout the year. You don't pay for them in lumps. Whereas in ESO, you pay for them in lump sums. Whereas Craglorn was part of that model back when they did the subscription, but now they have them separated out so you don't have to buy them if you don't want them.
Yeah.
Technically, we had
Tantanko,
actually
yeah.
explained as well. It's base game, but it's not vanilla.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yes,
a really good
that's
way
a
to put it.
perfect
I
way
like
to
that.
explain it.
Tatanka's
Yeah.
a genius. Let's just throw that out there.
I'll allow
and
it.
it's canon
I'll allow
because
it.
we said it tonight. So
Exactly.
It's true.
So there you go.
Everything we say tonight, guys,
yeah,
is
everything
canon,
tonight is
just
canon.
So, you know.
So
Exactly.
Queen Irene rules all of Tamriel. She
Can we
is
in
mute
your
chosen
that
dreams.
mic, please? Pylon? Can
Yeah,
I'm
No,
just
because
scared,
Pylon
though.
agrees with me.
because she doesn't because it's now in like the fourth era. And that's not what. That's not how it ended, Pixie. I'm sorry.
Yay!
I will agree. She's awesome, but she didn't win.
No,
that didn't
We don't
happen.
know.
We know
Is that
the
because
future.
she's Kate Beckinsale? I feel like that's the
Listen.
only reason.
Well, that's the
Dragon
reason
break.
I believe
There was a
that's the-
dragon break at some
We're
point. She
not
ruled.
doing the Dragon Break ESO debate tonight. I will
We
go
aren't,
off on
but
you.
I am.
Hey,
Cut her
weird.
mic, Pylon. You have this
Pixie,
power.
Pixie, you disconnected. I don't know what's
There it
happening.
is.
Oh, we lost Pixie. I'm sorry, everybody.
Hi, Mama.
And
Hi.
to Doc's Kate Beckinsale point, as I always say, the only good thing about Queen Irene is Kate Beckinsale. The worst thing about Kate Beckinsale is Queen Irene.
Yes.
No, so Queen Irene's armor is really cool too.
Unacceptable.
I mean,
No.
there is a problem with Kate Beckinsale. Is I believe that's why we haven't got any new Queen Irene content is because they can't get Kate Beckinsale back to do voiceovers.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
chop chop, Zoss.
I believe.
Hold on, I need to DM her.
I don't know. Do not quote me on that, but I believe that's what I've heard. The reason that we haven't got any actual Queen Irene content is because Kate Beckinsale they can't get her back.
Or
not
she
actually-
realizes,
Oh.
or
I'm
she
sorry.
realized what she did and was like, "Oh, I can't provide any more of this unless it's just death gurgling
No.
sounds."
However, Doc, is your daughter wearing a cape?
Oh, yeah. She was wearing a Spider-Man mask earlier. so-
Amazing.
I saw your son
Yeah.
with the Spider-Man costume too.
Yeah,
and
they were
for-
kind of splitting for a second. Like he's wearing the suit and she's wearing the mask. And then she went full on. Who are you tonight? Who are you? Who are you dressed up as?
Frozen.
That's a lot of people. I know. There's a lot of people.
This is
Who are you
crazy.
tonight? Who are you?
I'm just Lizzie.
She's just Lucy.
Oh, that was adorable.
Lucy's awesome enough.
That's so funny. I love it.
All right, go play.
I don't even
Bye.
remember what we were talking about.
I know.
Queen
year
Irene
one
sucks. We
celebration.
can move on
Queen
to
Irene,
rest
right.
of the rest of year one celebration.
Yeah, but
I got
speaking
the-
of year one celebration,
I got the dates as well. I mean, I don't remember if you got it right or not
I
from
don't
before,
remember.
but it's August 26th to September
we did
7th.
get it right. That was right.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Guys, we're awesome at this.
Yeah, no, this is very professional.
Yeah, very. This is quality content we've got tonight.
This is
so what's
advanced
happening
dumpster
with it?
fires.
There's we were talking about Kate Beckinsale never coming back. That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I guess that makes sense. Like, that's the risk of getting
Like high
like
profile.
super celebrity, high profile voice actors. I never thought about that part. Like, they might never come back.
Worked out
because-
real well for Destiny 2 with Peter Dinklage.
Oh, wait, who was he voicing?
No, but that
He was your
also,
ghost.
He was the ghost in the very first, originally in the first beta trailer, and then they replaced him with Nolan North.
Do you
who
remember
I
what
was okay
happened,
with.
though? why
don't know
that happened?
why.
So what happened
No.
is the original audio got leaked. And it was before they had have added any effects or anything to the voice. And everyone just started ripping on him for it being terrible. Oh. They just started ripping. But it's because they hadn't processed it yet. Like, it was just raw. And
it was just raw. They hadn't done
Peter Dinklage
anything.
is terrible. So he's like, I'm not coming back to this. Like, he's like, my credibility got hurt because of all of this, because it got leaked.
People
when it
are
was bad.
stupid.
And then it came out and they're like, oh no, actually the dialogue's not terrible. It just sounded bad because it had not been processed whatsoever. But the damage was already done.
Yeah.
Or was that wizard from the moon? Like, the dialogue sucked. It was terrible.
The
Dialogue
dialogue
wasn't
was
great.
really bad, and I was
but-
a huge Destiny fan.
He was
but it's
fine.
Just,
I mean,
He was fine
Yeah.
with it. The dialogue wasn't great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
the
didn't
dialogue
sound as
itself
bad when they
was not great.
processed it afterwards. And it
Yeah.
didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Because he sounded
Yeah.
really flat and like
he
monotone.
sounded super flat. Yeah.
But that was intentional because they were going to be adding like a vocoder over that track. So they
and he's
need
a
to have
robot.
it to be.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. To make it sound
Yeah.
robotic, they needed to make it sound that way. So, like, he did his job properly, but people just
Right.
ripped him apart when really
And
it was just
then-
the
Cool.
dialogue was bad.
Yeah, and then he got replaced by Nolan North, and instead of having you have the ghost, and then all of a sudden he shifts during an expansion to be Nolan North,
Yeah.
they deleted all of Peter
old
Dinklage's
stuff.
dialogue and then put Nolan North, have him
Aw, man.
redo all of the lines. So actually,
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage is just straight up removed from the game.
Yeah, you can still find him though. Like if you pull up like the original, like I think on YouTube or something,
Yeah.
you can still hear how it was.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. I will say though, I'm a huge fan of Nolan North because I love
I
the
like
Uncharted
Nolan North.
series. And I mean, he's Nathan Drake, and I love Nathan Drake.
I'm
and
curious where you're going with this.
so I liked him as a ghost. So
Oh, okay.
I thought he was good. So I'm already a fan of Nolan North.
So
yeah,
I think Nolan North is a very good voice actor. I think he's awful as the ghost.
really.
As soon as I heard, maybe it's because I was used to Peter Dinklage at the start. I was like, this sounds terrible. Like, please just put back the original voice and have the ghost not speak anymore if you need to. Like,
All
yeah,
I know
I
is-
did not like that shift whatsoever. And that's been the Destiny segment of the year one celebration for Elder
right?
Scrolls Online.
To just add another random thing to Destiny, the only thing I know about voice acting in Destiny is that I still can't understand how Cade is not voiced by Nathan Fillion because he sounds exactly like Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Well, because so that's what's funny too is that like so there's this big thing, and this is complete tangent too. But originally, like when they
was.
wanted to do a live action of Nathan Drake, they wanted Nathan Fillion to play Nathan Drake. A lot of people wanted that.
I
But
can see
what's
that.
funny is Cade was played by Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Until they killed off Cade. Spoiler alert. Sorry guys, this was like years ago.
my God.
And they
5
killed
years ago.
Cade off. But in the last like audio of Cade, it's no longer Nathan Fillion. It's Nolan North. And so
So-
it's funny they kind of just switch roles back and forth constantly.
So
it's
wait,
really
Cade
funny.
was actually voiced
It
by
was
Nathan Fillion. though.
originally. Yes.
Yes. And then they turned
why
it to
did
Nolan
when I
North.
googled this, some other name come up, and I was like, how is this not Nathan Fillion? It sounds exactly like Nathan
is.
Fillion. I was tricked by Google.
No,
Spicy take,
it's absolutely.
because Destiny's a mess.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a really long time. So
Yeah, I've double
yeah.
platinumed both of those games. I can say with authority,
Yeah.
those games are much better in concept than they are in practice.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
So yeah, year one event in
Year
this.
one
I
event.
mean, Elder Scrolls Online.
Yep, there it is.
So it'll be like double drops again, which is great because
Yes.
it's time to run Maelstrom again.
Yes.
That's the best time to do it, everybody.
Wait,
Yeah,
Get
this
in
is
there
the
and run your
best time to do it,
Maelstrom.
guys.
So, question. I had brought this up as a weird trivia thing before. I'm very curious just because of the coding on this. Someone needs to test this because I'll likely forget. Do we think that we will get double drops from Ice Reach? Because technically it shows up in the Rothgar coding. You can get your Rothgar adventure achievement from that dungeon, meaning it's actually, yes, it's actually
No,
part
no,
of
no,
the
no, no.
code for...
But dungeons are always usually separate from these events, aren't they? Because when
yeah.
there's double drops in like Deshaun or something like that, like the dungeons don't.
I guess
drop
that's a
double.
good point. I guess that's a good point because it's an instance thing.
Yeah.
It's weird. The VMA counts. Okay, no, I guess you're right. It wouldn't give you the drops because wait, what other
There's what was the
what
other ones?
events involve dungeon areas actually?
They don't involve. That's more the point.
No,
is
but
they
I mean,
don't
like,
involve
the
dungeon
areas of the map.
But like the
They're everywhere.
Murkmire celebration and stuff like that, when they do those
But during the
Clockwork.
Elsewhere event, we got double drops from the trials.
No, but that was because with Murkmire we got a trial, right?
We got
Black Rose.
When? Yeah, but when was there a Murkmire celebration?
Last year, because that's when we got
There
our little
was?
Voroplasms. Remember? And I named mine COVID-19.
Oh yes, and I made my Mucinex. That's right.
Yeah.
Yours, mine was supposed to be.
Yes, and
We did it
mine's
with mine was a
Corona.
disease,
Yeah.
and then you were like, "Oh, I've got a better disease," and then we were like, "Oh no, one of those didn't age as well."
Yeah.
Oh, so that I'm curious. So, did you get double drops from Black?
No, I don't
You
believe they
didn't?
had double drops during Black Rose.
Yeah.
Prison during that.
Okay. So I guess
I
arena.
suspect that the dungeon instances are they explicitly have to set them to be double
So you-
drops for like this zone,
Right,
And
so I
the
guess-
trial.
That makes me curious, though. So the trials, obviously, if Craglorn's involved and you get the repeatables in that, what about Dragonstar Arena? Can you get double drops from Master Weapons?
That'd be interesting.
Because that's an arena, not a trial, and and the arena would match what Black Rose was. And if that one didn't give it to you, would this give it to you? Because there is no quest for Dragonstar Arena. You just beat it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest.
Huh.
We'll have to find out. We'll find
Yeah, I
out
was gonna say,
Thursday.
now I'm very curious. All right,
Tune in.
interesting. Yeah, tune in to find out what this event actually does or doesn't do.
Next time on the United Tales of Elder Scrolls podcast.
That would have been a better name because we are kind of united tonight. That's kind of funny.
Oh, unofficial.
Yeah, well,
I'm
unofficial is
sorry.
more fun.
I can't read.
I'm thinking United works too.
Wait, Pixie was talking about how smart she was, and now she's saying she can't even read. So what we've learned from this is like the bar is just really low in Florida for Pixie to get valedictorian.
I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. It's okay.
Oh boy.
And then, Pixie, at any point after high school, did you rewatch SpongeBob or something?
I have a 7-year-old. So yes.
There it is.
Oh, see,
is
it just
confirmed.
doubled the effect. That's why it just exponentially.
Listen, the happiness I get from SpongeBob totally justifies any cognitive decay that I end up from getting from watching SpongeBob. It's okay.
Honestly, that's valid, acceptable.
So speaking
They
of the
also say
ESO Waking
ignorance is
Flame
bliss.
and Update 31
Yeah.
console release,
Beautiful. These are
it's
just
getting delayed,
flawless.
apparently.
It sure
Yeah.
is.
That's
It
why you should
certainly
all come to
is.
PC.
Well, remember what happened was when Stadia came out, they pushed back all the PC dates a week so that there's only a week difference, and now they're just going back to the way it was. Because it was 2 weeks before, wasn't it? It used to always be 2
Yeah,
It
weeks.
used to be
it
2
was
weeks.
always 2
And
weeks.
now, then it was
week,
1 week
and now
because
it's-
of Stadia, but now it's back to 2 weeks again.
Well, so that's the thing. It seems like they don't want to do the new fidelity patch going to next gen at the same time as the dungeons, which they did that last time when it dropped with like the Blackwood thing, and then you got the next
Fidelity
gen
was a
update
week
later.
or so later, yeah.
So again, I don't want to throw unnecessary shade here, but this this in theory totally makes sense. It didn't matter last time, so I don't
It didn't
know
make
if
any
it'll
difference, yeah.
It didn't. The things that broke,
Well,
but maybe
to
it's
be
easier to track
fair-
them down.
To be fair, there could have been double the amount of things that
Right.
would have broke that we
And-
just didn't get to see.
And to be
Yeah.
fair, maybe it was easier. I mean, it seems likely that it's easier to track down. Like, okay, if this bug showed up when we did the second part, it's probably related to the second part. So like I don't think it will cause anything to break or not break more or less, but it might be easier to figure out why something broke. Is kind of why it's like, this isn't meant to be unnecessary shade. I'm just saying, be prepared. This probably won't be just like,
you won't see a difference.
But hopefully it means things get corrected a little quicker, or maybe this will just be a smooth patch, because to be fair, Blackwood really wasn't that bad. Like,
no, it really wasn't.
Right.
Not compared to Markarth. Markarth was rough.
We don't speak of Markarth.
And the one after Markarth was also when you guys had all your...
Oh yeah, the one that was supposed to fix Markarth was
also a bit of a tire fire for a console.
Yeah. And I mean, there are definitely some things that need to be addressed. One of the ones that I've mentioned quite a few times is the synergies in Cloud Rest really, really, really need to be fixed. But that hopefully will be kind of like part of that whole bundle. And I recently found a new thing. I hadn't run it. Don't know if it's only console, but it's Wacky Fun Time on PS4. If you try to do the hard mode to the Cauldron, apparently you're not allowed to see the flame walls currently.
At all?
No, they're just invisible. I don't know, all 6 of our tries, we couldn't see them, so we were just guessing where the flame walls were, making that trifecta real hard.
That would be a bit more difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love that we've just lost the women on the show. They've just left. All of them have just left now. So,
it's the bro show.
What I do, because we're all such bros. I'm wondering though. I bet the 2 week means that they can find a bug from. If there's any major bugs from the PC release, they can do an update and it'll still be within the certification period. That they can get it into a console release and still get the patch certified before. Whereas with the 1 week, they wouldn't be able to. And it would have to wait till the next set of patches coming out, which was always the problem with the wait time that they would have with PlayStation, because I remember everybody be mad, like there was a patch, but guess what? It won't fix this problem that we already know is coming.
Yeah.
So I'm betting that the move to 2 weeks means that they can push a patch, still get it certified, and then have it roll out with the fixes from problems that they found from PC.
Yes. Also,
that's a good point.
From chat, apparently what you need to do, as people have confirmed for it, you log out and log back in, and it will bring the flames back.
Turn it off and on again. That fixes everything.
Yeah, we were trying to help a group get the trifecta, so
I was going to ask.
Logging wasn't an option anyways, because if we logged out, we were effed, but it was like, we just tried to finish it, and I was like, I don't think it's coming back, guys. Maybe we try again another time for you.
Yeah,
so relogging does get rid of your trifecta achievement then?
It usually does. And I will stress usually, because as with all programming, not just Elder Scrolls, literally all programming, there's an element of magic involved.
True.
We had so this is way, way back when City of Ash 2 was difficult. Like that was the hardest content is what I mean. Like that was your brutal, like, oh man, you guys can make it through City of Ash 2 back with like vet ranks. We went through, and one of our DPSs, I'll just call him Psych because he knows who he is. Psych. And he jumped off the top of the tree and tried to land in the water and missed and face planted and died. And then the game froze. So he blue screened, and we were like, you jackass. Like now we have to do, we were like, well, we might as well at least try to go through the dungeon and like do a practice run. He logs back in. We finished the dungeon. He gets the survivor trophy, and none of the rest of us do.
No.
So there's always that one element of who knows how programming really works.
Yeah.
I was
nobody does.
wondering
It's
why you
myth.
said psych, but yeah, psych.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He yoinked your achievement.
Yeah. We were very bitter for a very long time.
So that means it'll be coming out on September 8th then on console, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
And then August 23rd, which is tomorrow. So while we're...
Yeah.
So it'll probably be today if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast. Somewhere.
Or if you are living in future like me.
Right.
Exactly.
And as long as you
It's
start this
now.
podcast at 6 a.m., you'll be done in time to finish work, get home, make dinner, and then have the download complete just in time to start. That's
gonna
about how
be
long
honest,
this seems like it's going to be.
We're already at the 2-hour mark. There's no way I'm getting this edited and out tonight. There's
Yeah,
no chance it's coming out tonight.
We're not even through the news.
This will be a tomorrow episode, everybody. It's going to be a little bit late. But you'll be able to listen to it on the UESP feed or Tales of Tamriel. It'll be wherever you want it. Maybe I'll just like throw it on, like, I'm just going to send it to like every other podcast. Be like, I don't know, put this on your feed today.
Yeah, I'll just
we
I'll
weren't
just
even
tell
there.
Tom to just upload it to Lorecast
Yeah,
as well,
might
and
as well.
everybody's
Why
like,
not?
"Who the hell? What is happening?"
Yeah, it's just
I already
no,
called
all
it the
they need to
United
do-
Elder Scrolls podcast, so it's
the United
Elder Scrolls
podcast.
podcast Unite.
Yeah,
I like it.
exactly.
Oh, like Pokemon Unite, which I haven't been playing nonstop for the past.
I just downloaded it
It's
last
so
night.
fun.
We
It's
have to
so
play
fun.
together, so
We
you
will
can
have to
tell
play
me how to
together.
do it.
I'm like Jigglypuff mains right here. Love Jigglypuff.
Hold on. Who are the tangent? We can you can answer this later, but I need to know because I haven't loaded into the game. I like just downloaded it. Who are like the free characters you start with?
You get to pick a starter. So there's
God.
Charizard, Snorlax, Froakie, or whatever, Cinderace, Talonflame, I think. There's a bunch that you get to pick from.
Is there Decidueye though,
Not yet.
or Delphox?
Not yet. There's a Alolan
Broken game.
Alolan Ninetales,
Ooh.
which is
I'm
fun.
gonna do Charizard if that's the option. But I really
only know
want
Charizard
either
and
Delphox.
Snorlax.
I want either Delphox or Decidueye because on Pokken Tournament I'm a Decidueye main. That's why I want to play Decidueye.
Fair. Anyway, speaking of QuakeCon is upon us, and that means
Great.
sales.
I was like, don't even know where you're going with this segue.
So everything's on sale right now for a couple more days at least.
Including, to throw it back to what we were talking about earlier, Skyrim on Switch on the eShop.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there
I
you
already
go.
bought it on the eShop.
$19.99 on Switch.
Great.
I love having Skyrim as a eShop game, specifically because I don't ever have to worry about having a cartridge, and I know that I can, no matter where I am, I can play Skyrim. I don't have to be like, oh crap, I forgot Skyrim at home on like the little cartridge like I've done with Zelda and stuff like that. I love having
All right.
it.
So this isn't even a tangent, but since we're discussing things being on sale, and we're going to get to crowns being on sale and everything like that.
Yes.
I know Pylon will feel this, and the majority of people who are, well, specifically not in the US for shipping know this pain way more than anybody else, but US shipping. Okay, so it's the Bethesda store we need to discuss for a quick
Bethesda
second.
store shipping.
Okay, so
We need words.
all right,
It's
look.
so slow.
All right,
Hold on.
so
Wait. Before
no, go ahead.
Lotus starts.
Yep.
Before Lotus starts. How family friendly are we keeping the UESP side of this? Because on Tales, I let Lotus loose, and he might be used to being loose. So I kind of want to have a discussion here
We've talked about
before
it
Lotus
before.
starts.
It's the PG-13 rules.
yeah,
Okay.
I only dropped one swear that I caught myself afterwards earlier.
Just wanted to sneak in
yeah.
there
You get
before
one per
Lotus
hour.
starts.
We're on hour 2, so
Right, so I can freshen this baby back up. No, so, all right, here's the thing. I actually love the quality of the stuff from the Bethesda store, and they make a
Agreed.
lot of real. Yeah, they just started putting out Daedric banners like you see in game. They look
Yes.
awesome.
I need these.
No Hermaeus Mora is a sin against mankind, but whatever, we'll get there.
I mean, it's like
the
a
here
B
seen
tier
one.
anyway, so
I see. Well, tell that to the ratings chart. we're going to gloss over that.
I'm stirring the pot today.
So that's a really cool idea. As we're all brandishing, Alliance banners on streams, like plenty of stuff. The shelves behind us, it's all Bethesda stuff. Whatever. Love their things. It's really cool. The price, little suspect. I mean, you do get good quality, but the stuff isn't cheap.
I'm okay with the price, to be honest, like, because it's just like, it's good quality. Everything I've got from there, I've been happy with. It's been good quality, and I understand that it's a limited. It's like not a limited, but it's a smaller subsect of people that are going to buy it. So they're doing it in smaller batches, so it's going to be more expensive. I am willing to accept that.
Right, me as well. The shipping prices
just outrageous.
Are extreme. But if you can manage to bundle things together, sometimes you can get free shipping, which is pretty handy. You buy enough stuff, and you have an account there, you get points, you can actually delete shipping with seemingly no limit, which
Unless
is also
you're in Canada.
Unless you're in Canada, nobody likes America's hat for some reason. I don't get it.
Shirt. It's a shirt. If we're looking at the anatomy of America, it's a shirt, and we won't explain why that true. Exists because of
would be,
HyperPixie.
we're the pants of ourself. Yeah, that's a valid point. So again, the reason I want to talk about this is because of what I just said. If you're smart and try to bundle things together, that normally would be a good thing. However, I made a huge...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, edited. Huge error because I won't add an adjective there as to what kind of error. I bundled a bunch of stuff together earlier in the year, right around the time that they put up those really cool bookends that Avron has and a couple other people in the community.
Yeah.
And I purchased that and a few other things, and that's also when I was made aware of the QuakeCon stuff. You get the QuakeCon hoodie or whatever. I have last year's QuakeCon at home hoodie. I got this year's QuakeCon at home hoodie because both years I got to participate with QuakeCon. So I was like, oh, cool, I want a sweet-ass hoodie. And they're really nice quality. I love their hoodies. However, as long as I spend $125, I get free shipping thing, I rack up $125, and I also, for the sake of ease, include that tablet, the Skyrim tablet you get. To start the thing, they have a replica version of it that you can put on your shelf. I don't know if you've seen it. It's been up for pre-order.
I'm looking now.
Yeah, so it's basically the Dragonstone tablet from Skyrim.
Ooh.
It'll look real cool on my shelf. The QuakeCon stuff was pre-order stuff. The other stuff wasn't pre-order stuff.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Everything will ship once it's taken off pre-order. Well, everything is off the friggin' pre-order. QuakeCon ended, and this stupid thing still hasn't shipped. It has been almost 2 months now because that stone is still on pre-order. Take it off pre-order and send my things.
Okay, but that looks amazing.
Isn't it awesome?
Oh, I want it.
Right? But, how long does the thing need to be on pre-order? Just ship it out. God.
So, my thing is that if I wanted to get that Maroon's Dagon statue, it was going to cost me what?
The Dwemer bot just got nuked in the chat.
I'm like, what just happened?
The Dwemer bot told me to do !luxury, and I zoned out for a second. I was like, oh, I need to know what that is because I haven't checked yet, so I'll just check right here. I did !luxury.
You just moderated the Dwemer automaton.
Wait, how does Pixie have moderator?
I didn't moderate it.
No, I'm saying that if you want information.
Streamlabs auto-deleted the comment, clearly for being offensive.
Oh, no. It's because there's a broken link in it. Because it popped out a link that said ads by Google, window.adsbygoogle.com.
I see.
Just wanted to know what the called.
Hope you like that ESO hub.
I'm gonna have to message Wooler on that because I think his bot is broken.
Yeah.
First of all, I was like, wait, is that a Dwemer automaton bot on Twitch? And then
Is
people
a
used
Dwemer
it, and then
automaton.
it broke, and I was And then I saw Pixie laughing as well because I was laughing at it too.
Yep.
I was keeping it together until I saw Ark laugh, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I looked
so
over. I was like,
funny.
wow, somebody just got nuked in chat. Who was being... Oh, wait, it's the Dwemer automaton.
That's so funny. What a random.
No, because, okay, so here's where my thought process went. You guys were talking about shipping time, so I was like, oh, there's a QuakeCon sale. I need to go see what's on sale in the merch store because I want to buy things. And so then I was looking at things, and then whenever I flipped back to Twitch, I saw the luxury furniture, and I was like, oh, I need to know what that is because I need to buy in-game things. And that's...
Nailed it. Well, that
I was told,
it.
no,
It's-
you're not allowed to spend money.
Look, if you buy stuff in game, you don't have to worry about shipping. So it's already a better
true.
situation than I'm
Story.
in.
Yes.
One day I hope to
broken.
get my stuff that I ordered because I would really like it now.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, what I was saying for the Maroon's Dagon statue, I wanted to order it, but it was gonna cost me $101 US in shipping. So
Perfect. It's only
Oh my
120.
yeah, it's $120 for the statue, and then when you convert that, it ends up being like $125 Canadian for shipping. So I'm gonna spend like and it was $125 converted to 150 or so. So I was like, I'm gonna spend like $250 for this statue. I'm like, it's a cool statue. It's not worth
It's really
$250
nice.
bucks.
Dagon is behind me.
Yeah.
He's in the middle. It's funny because on my camera setup right now, he looks exceedingly runty because I'm not going to lie, the statue is much smaller than the other
It
collector's
is. Yeah,
edition
I'm looking
statue.
at that. It is.
It's literally like half the size. It's also twice the weight, so I don't know what it's made out of, but it basically has its own gravitational pull. However, the paint job on it is amazing.
Yeah,
like
it looks super cool. I really wanted it, and then
it's
I was
really
like,
good. So I will still vouch for the quality is top notch. And actually, I kind of liked the smaller one because, as you can probably tell from my shelf,
you're running into a room.
I'm running out of room in the nerd crap. Can't fit much more. Also, for anybody who has seen the coins that they did as the promo things, this one pylon, look at the size of it compared to the one.
That's
Oh, wow.
massive.
Wow.
It's huge.
So
I actually like
your
the smaller
Dagon-
coins better.
I kind
You're-
of do too.
Your Dagon statue is the same size as my Calgron Teed statue, and I'm wondering. I would have to double check, but I know for a fact my Calgron Teed statue is hand painted, and I'm wondering if Mehrunes Dagon's the same.
I think it was, if I remember
That
correctly.
would make a lot of sense because it is hyper detailed. And I don't
Yeah.
have Cal Granted. I was too busy being bitter over that not having a collector's edition that year.
Yeah. Yep.
And I didn't get a chance. They sold out before I could get one. So I was like, oh, well, that's what I get for pouting.
I got Calgron Teed as a gift. So
I know.
It wasn't one that I bought.
Yeah,
but it
I
was sent
remember
to
that
me.
one. Yep. I remember
But-
that
I
one.
say
'cause
that
we-
as I got this amazing custom artwork as a gift, but
But yeah, so I'm guessing they just made it match Calgron Teed's size since
That's-
it's another hand.
Maroons is
That's
hand
probably
painted. It is
exactly
hand
it.
painted. I just checked on the website.
Okay. And
Yeah,
is
that
Cal
explains
Granted
it then.
heavy enough to, like, if you dropped it
He's-
on your car hood, it'd probably cave in the car?
He's pretty heavy. He was
that's-
surprisingly
He's
hefty
big
for how
boned.
So is Dagon.
you can kind of. So I need more lights back there, but you can. He's in front of the 3 collector's edition statues behind me. You can kind of see him, but I have him right in front of Molag Bal.
But yeah, the big
Okay.
thing for me with the Bethesda Gear store is I like everything that's been on it. It was actually more efficient for me to fly to Boston during the Bethesda game days and buy a bunch of crap then and bring it back with me.
To be fair, it's also been somewhat cost efficient for you literally to just say you're me, ship it to me, and then have
I
me
know.
ship it to you.
I've done that for things.
Yes, we've actually got our own pyramid scheme of Pylon ships me something, and then I ship it to Pylon,
Yeah,
and it
it-
ends up being less expensive.
Yeah. Because
We
but like
tried
that's-
that with the Jellos. Did
Yeah,
not work.
Didn't work for Turkey. Didn't work
That's
for
a little
Turkey.
diff- To be fair, anything I've sent you, like that ESO care package thing, I don't know if they typed in the wrong number. That was way less offensive than I was expecting, because that was full of stuff.
I maybe because of the weight, because it didn't have anything
It didn't have a
heavy.
lot of
Ag
weight.
shipped the entire Somerset Collector's Edition, and yeah, he got wrecked. Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, shipping is rough. But yeah, that's my... I love the Bethesda store, but god damn it, Bethesda store. Ship stuff cheaper and faster,
Yeah,
please.
because the other thing is, like, this t-shirt I got was from that when they had, like, the $5 t-shirt for the... If everybody was able to get one kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took one from the... I got the email saying your package was shipped. It took me, like, 2 months to get it.
Woof.
And I was
Yikes.
like, why? Like, I can order something off Amazon and it shows up within like 3 hours. Like,
And I mean, they changed the location of the shipping place to, I believe it was Oregon.
yeah, for shipping purposes specifically.
For shipping purposes specifically. And don't get me wrong, some of this obviously has related to the COVID-19 garbage factory.
I'm wondering, yeah.
But, like, still, it's a little weird that it's just, like, the delays I can sort of get, but, like, I don't know. It seems weird that the prices are so extreme and it's so slow. Like, one or the other. It's weird that it's slow and expensive. It's like, if it's slow, maybe it could be cheap. Or if it's cheap, well, all right.
That's what I would like. If I didn't have to pay, like, $15 in shipping for my $5 shirt, I don't care if it was like free shipping, $5 shirt, it takes 2 months. Cool.
Yeah,
or if it was like $5 shipping, cool. Okay, two months, whatever. Give it 6 months. I don't care if I'm not paying for shipping.
Sure.
It's when I'm paying like $20 in shipping, and then you're like, I'm waiting forever for this. When like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason that I'm just like, this is a rough combo of shipping. But
Speaking of the gear store, I have an America question for you.
Oh boy.
Where I live, I have to have license plates on the front and back of my car. Is that not a thing in the
dependent
US?
on state.
It's
state by state thing.
When
Okay.
I lived in Missouri, you had to have it on the front and back of your car, but now that I live in Florida, it's just on the back of your car.
That's so strange to me. I wonder why there's a difference there. Because I saw like the license plate and I was like, that makes no sense to me why I would want a license plate of an ESO license plate. Like if it was an ESO license plate cover, that'd be awesome for me. But an actual license plate, I'm like, I can't put that on my car because I require both license plates there. But I guess
so here we can have like whatever we want on the front. But like if I were still living in Missouri, unless they changed the law, I moved here whenever I was 8, so it might be different in Missouri now. But I know whenever I lived up there, you had to have front and back license plates. But here, I'd be free to put whatever I want on the front of my car.
that's so fun.
So in Florida, you have to escape crime by going back.
Does
Right.
it reverse through everything?
Yeah,
Just drive backwards. You're fine.
Let me guess.
You can rob
most
a bank,
people have
escape car just needs to drive in reverse. You're good to go.
Most people have very super classy things in their license plate spot. That's 100%. It's never anything vulgar or weird.
No. What?
So my car actually doesn't have, and I see this in chat too, my car actually doesn't have a spot for a front license plate
Interesting.
even. So,
weird.
yeah.
I
Get a
guess
power
I
drill
bet
you
they
make
know.
that
Makes any sense to me either.
I guess that'd be weird when you if you like moved into a new state that required front and you'd be like, crap, I need to buy a new bumper.
So I've seen people who have had to do this, and they just kind of like
Jerry
they
rig
make
it
like
on.
frames that hold it in a certain location on
That's
the
fun.
front.
Duct
It's
tape it.
just not in like if I were to put it in the right place and be blocking part of my front mount intercooler, so that would just be bad. So I'd have to like put it up into the side a little bit.
But I was really tempted to buy it just like to put on my wall or something because I thought it looks really
That
cool.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look nice.
Let's see how much that would cost in shipping if I get that. But yeah, the gear store, I love everything in the gear store. Whoever's making that stuff is great. But 15, 20, it's more expensive for shipping. Amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, than it is
Now
actually
I'm
to
gonna
get
check whether if they even ship here.
See, I really want that
EU
ring
one,
I've
Mike.
seen,
Make sure you check the EU gear
Oh
store.
yeah.
but it's $100.
But which is funny
So-
is we found with the EU gear store with the Maroon's Dagon statue, it would cost me less to order from them than it did from the American gear store.
Weird.
Also,
By like $6 or something like that. But it's still
Yeah.
like was like, wait, what?
one, that's incredibly bizarre. Two, one thing that's very weird, the EU Bethesda store and the NA Bethesda store have different
things.
inventories.
Yeah.
Can
Not-
can
I guess that makes
American
sense,
people
though.
order
Some
from
of the
EU
items
store?
are just...
You can, but you have to pay shipping, I believe.
Oh wow, Dragonstone is sold out. Everything is sold out. What?
Wait, the Dragonstone's finally sold out? Maybe the
On EU store.
Not
at
on
least.
I was like,
not
ship
on
it then. Nobody else can buy it. Stop delaying.
So the Dagon Premium Bundle is 120 euros. So just don't make me fill up all of this. Just give me.
I know. I'm currently typing in my like email address and phone number. I'm like,
Yeah,
why do you
just
need my
give
phone
me
number?
the-
I just want the shipping price.
Yeah, so like, for example, like, knew I had it up here somewhere with water in it. So, Skyrim Mug, right? It's from the Moorside Inn. They had a whole bunch of them. They were varying degrees of different inns from the actual inns from Skyrim, right? They were only ever available on the EU store. And when I tried to order them, it basically just said no. You absolutely not valid address. We will not send to the US. I had to buy them from another party seller on eBay to get the mugs. Which also shipping was like $4 and they're glass. Like, come on.
So I have something very important to say. So I'm looking at the EU gear store right now. And the
Yeah.
only keychain that is sold out, which means they sold so many of them that they don't have any more, is the Aldmeri Dominion keychain.
Or no one bought it, and it sold so
other-
slowly that they didn't
No,
restock.
They made
because
3.
otherwise, no. The other ones are all still in stock, but the AD one is out of stock because AD is best and everybody loves them.
because they keep restocking them because they keep selling
No.
out. Also,
No.
so
I
Pylon,
like
how
the
much
only
shipping
three
did you
theory.
say?
So the shipping for the
For
Ouroboros
Dagon
license,
statue
oh,
for
for the
you.
for the Dagon statue from EU, it was $95.
Okay, for me, it's 60 euros for shipping. And so basically it comes to a total of 180 euros. Much cheaper than how much you would pay if you got it from US store
Yeah.
and ship it to Canada
It's crazy.
to get it to Turkey. So that's a bit odd.
For me
yeah.
to get the Ouroboros license plate,
Oh
which
my
is
god,
$12,
now I want to spend so much money.
I know it's bad.
$12, and it's a sheet of metal that's like you could slide into an envelope. It's $33 for shipping. Or $36 for shipping. It's 3 times the price of the item itself to ship the license plate to Canada.
There's so many things I want to
Wow.
buy right now.
I know
Yeah,
there's
what have
so
I
many
done?
cool things, but
This
I'm
was
like,
a mistake.
I know. That's what I mean.
Somebody
The stuff
talked me
is
out
so
of buying the
good.
Hercene's ring right now.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not
Messenger
going to talk
bag.
anybody out of anything because you're never going to see it because we're all going to be dead before
But
it ships.
what we do is we wait and
That's
we
fair.
pray for an in-person event to happen again, and then buy all the crap there.
Yes.
Just leave extra
Yes.
space
That's how I
in your
got
luggage.
my
I love
elsewhere
it.
necklace.
That's how I got my
Exactly.
I wanted the
sweaters.
elsewhere necklace so badly, but I kept talking myself out of it one way or another. And then I went to ESO Vegas and bought the elsewhere necklace, the Somerset T-shirt, and this shirt.
See,
All
that's
at
one
the
thing
same
I'm
time.
really sad about. The t-shirt, like the actual physical, or not actual physical items, but the statues and everything in price kind of makes sense to buy because you can't find anything like that here.
Yeah.
But when it comes to t-shirt, so for example, I can get a decent, nice t-shirt here for conversions applied, like a very high quality t-shirt actually for $10. Due to the massive conversion difference. So when I want to buy these $25 game t-shirts plus shipping, it's like, that doesn't make any sense, but I
Yeah.
want them. But it doesn't make any sense to pay what I would pay, I don't know, 5 times of a very high quality t-shirt here to just get it here. So I'm like, ugh.
So speaking of crown packs being on sale,
I was
was
just about
Yeah.
to be like, so speaking of spending money.
There it is. It's back to the digital front.
the dates are kind of confusing.
Yes.
So the way
Gee, I wonder if it's PlayStation's fault.
Actually, no. One of the things on the dates, I was shocked. One of the dates is wanky with Xbox, but then PS4 is with everything else.
No,
I know.
PS4 is
Super
different for the
weird.
crown
That,
the
like,
crown packs.
Never happens.
Sorry, Doc,
Yeah.
but the crown packs PlayStation is also still wonky.
Well, yeah, but there's other things that are for sale that aren't. It's just weird. Like for once, they were
Yeah, we never
along
do
the
anything
schedule. I know. That's what I'm saying.
If you want to buy crown packs from the Elder Scrolls Online store on discount, they're on sale from August 17th until 10 a.m. Eastern Time on August 24th. If you want to buy them from Steam, they're available from August 17th until 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So you have an extra 3 hours to get them from Steam than you would from the ESO store. If you want to get it from Stadia, you have until noon on the 24th. So you have an extra 2 hours from if you bought it from the Elder Scrolls Online store. If you want to get it from Xbox, you got an extra day at the beginning on the August 16th, but then the sale ended on August 23rd. And if you wanted to buy it on PlayStation, you had that extra day at the beginning, and you have an extra day on the end until It's August 16th to August 24th.
And then if you time travel 2 hours earlier,
And
and
carry
then
the
from
two.
there, both crown packs went further in time, refunded those in the future, and then went back to Xbox Store, bought from there, made a complaint to the original website.
Waited for customer service to get back to you, and then you were also reading this is at the point now where the word August just doesn't look like a real word anymore. I'm like just looking at it, and it's like, is that how you spell August? That doesn't look right.
Here's the
August.
thing. Remember earlier in the show, we were trying to explain how the downloads work for the 10th anniversary of Skyrim. We're like, man, this is super confusing. And then we made a joke about like even ESO isn't this bad. Apparently ESO also said, hold my beer, I got this.
Yeah.
Here's a crown sale.
Because like then we have our I wrote like history essay shorter than what it is to figure out how to buy the different editions of ESO.
Yeah, you need a flow
Right.
chart for this stuff.
So when we come to the Elder Scrolls, if you want to buy the game Elder Scrolls Online, which I suggest you do during the sale, it's great. Also, here's Pylon's hot tip of the week. Dun, 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 dun. If you want a mobile version of ESO, buy ESO on Stadia now when it's on the sale for like $10. And
Yes.
then you just have it forever on Stadia. You don't have, there's no like monthly fees on Stadia or anything like that. So then you're basically buying it there as like a mobile add-on for the Elder Scrolls Online. That's basically what I use it for. So if you want to
Join
be
the
able to get
baker's dozen of you that has it. All right, I'm done ripping on Stadia. I'm sorry.
Listen, Pylon and I love this.
To be fair, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people actually really enjoy just being able to log in and do like your writs or get your login for the day or whatever. I just can't stop ripping on Stadia.
I had a
can't help
problem
it.
actually this week. Was the issue was I had some add-on that was borked or whatever, and I couldn't log into the game on my computer. So I only was like, well, at least I have Stadia.
Oh, that's
and then I
yes,
could
you have
log
a
into
stock
Stadia.
vanilla version.
Yeah, just without add-ons.
Neat.
So it was just like, it's nice to have. Like, I don't like it as much because it's like fully stock and like it's like you can't have add-ons and stuff like that. But for being able to play it, like just like popping it on my phone, I could play it when I was like waiting in line for something.
It's totally like it's not as bad as I like to rip on it. It's just so funny, just because it's
I'm
like,
salty at Stadia.
Also in chat, I see
I
a
don't
thing
like
say,
Stadia for other reasons.
I see a
but-
thing in chat that says you have to pay $9 a month for Stadia Pro. That is not correct. You just have to buy the game once. If you want it in 4K, you have to pay a monthly fee for 4K. But if you just want to play the game, there's no monthly fee on Stadia.
Right. You just buy whatever game you want through the Stadia store and you've got it. Same thing with any of the other games too. Now, I don't know if it still is, but I know if you do have the Stadia Pro, then
It
one
was
point
free
that
at
game
one
did
point.
come. Yeah, it was free with Stadia Pro. I don't think it is anymore. I don't have Stadia Pro currently, and I could pull out my phone right now and log in on Stadia to ESO because I paid $10. Because also, Google will give you like a $10 off coupon if you haven't used it yet. So for me, I bought it whenever it was still $19.99, so I only paid $10 for it because I had the $10 off coupon.
Oh, there you
so
go.
If you buy it now,
never
it's
bought a
basically
game-
free.
Yeah,
exactly. So
right.
if you've never purchased a game on Stadia before, you might actually have that $10 off coupon and it might be free for you. So I definitely recommend at least looking at it to see if you have that coupon, because then it's just like you pay like 99 cents and you've got ESO.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want somebody to get Godslayer on a Stadia.
Right?
Me
That'd be
too.
amazing.
I actually have a challenge run idea. I will use a flight stick to clear something difficult. Because I do use flight sticks for like Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, whatever. So I don't, you know what would make a fun challenge? I don't know, maybe for Extra Life or something.
That would be really funny.
It might
That
be
would
a
be
very
a
bad
really
idea.
good one,
but-
actually.
Okay, so now for the world's most confusing explanation of how to buy Elder Scrolls Online on sale. If you would like to get it from the Elder Scrolls Online store, the standard edition is on sale from August 10th to August 31st.
Oh my god.
Blackwood is on sale from August 10th to August 24th. So for like a week less. On Bethesda.net, same times. So that's good. On Steam, same times. That's good. I think, yeah. But they have them all separated out. Why didn't they just conclude that in one sentence there? On Stadia, it's on sale from August 10th till September 1st for the standard edition and August 10th to August 24th for Blackwood, which is the same as all the other ones. So it's one extra day for the standard edition, but not for Blackwood. For Xbox, August 9th till August 31st, because why not be different? And then also Blackwood is August 9th to August 23rd, which is a day shorter than it is on all the other platforms, but an additional day on the beginning, because why not? And then on PlayStation, it's August 17th till August 31st, which is a whole week later than all the other stores have it on sale. And Blackwood is on sale from August 17th to August 31st. So it's the same on PlayStation, which actually kind of makes sense that the expansion and the standard edition would be on sale at the same time. I don't know. Just go log in and see if it's on sale on whatever
Yeah,
platform you really want to buy it on. Like,
You are diligent with the delivery of this information. On Tales, we were just like, go check out the article because I'm not reading this out. I was like, it's on the website. If you're interested, go see.
it's so weird. Yeah.
It's
so
a
confusing.
mess.
But yeah, I'll grab a crown sale for the crown packs because I haven't bought them in a long time and I have to wait till November for my sub.
I bought the 21k crown pack, bought the furnished house, and then blew the rest on crown crates.
Slow down, money
Did you get
bags.
anything good at least?
No. I got the
Great.
house though.
You did get the house. That's
Well,
all
I mean,
that matters.
So there is also the ESO free play event going on
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
That is not, I didn't see it in the notes, and that's
could be
running
in there
until
somewhere, I don't
August
know.
30. Yeah. It's running until August 30 and yeah, on everything. You can download and play ESO for free, check it out for yourself, mess around with it, see if you like it before you purchase it. So yeah, and if you are not sub to ESO, I think Lotus does it every time. These free-to-play events are... No, wait, that's free ESO Plus events. Do we actually get ESO Plus during
I
this
think
one?
it's a separate event, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
that's a separate. This one's just free
Yeah,
to play
that's
ESO.
separate. Yeah, no.
And
never
if you
mind.
already have the
Just
game,
play
there's
it
crown
for free.
sales, is what they said.
Right.
I think we have finally come to the end of the Elder Scrolls Online news.
We did.
Boots is here. Hi, Boots.
Hi, Boots!
Everybody's
Yes.
children are showing up in on screen tonight. Or at least the top rows. My children aren't. I hope they're in bed. I really hope all my kids are asleep. We'll see what happens. I'll do a quick shout out to Legends before we're going to do something a little different because it's already 2.5 hours deep into the show. There's a Hexagauntlet event was this weekend in Legends. For this event, the minimum deck size were reduced to 30 cards for 1 or 2 attribute decks or 45 cards for 3 attribute decks. And you can have up to 6 copies of a card. So a lot of fun stuff there. It costs either 3 event tickets or 500 gold for up to 3 maximum runs. And if you completed a run, you got a premium alt art of the Loyal House Carl, which is fun for everybody still playing Legends. So that'll end probably
All
by
5
the
of you.
yeah. You thought the Stadia player base was small.
Just wait till you play Legends.
Oh, Legends, I love you.
It was so good.
It was so good.
It really was.
So underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pour one out for Legends. But so that's kind of it for the news. We got through it all, I think.
We did it, everybody.
But what we're going to do, since they're already 2.5 hours sleep and Pixie has to go to bed at a reasonable hour, otherwise she's going to fall
She
asleep.
doesn't. It's fine.
We're going to do our
Come
scholarly
on.
pursuit section, which is where we talk about the different things we've been up to, except everybody has to pick one thing that they did this week that they thought was the coolest thing
God.
and tell what it was. Only one.
Can I,
Everybody
like-
only gets one. No, you only get one, Pixie. Ark's cat's
Two.
here. No,
Just-
Pixie gets one.
Kitty!
Khajiit attack.
Everybody gets one thing that they did this week and they get to say what they want to do. So let's start with Doc. I'll let Pixie do Sophie's choice of exciting things that happened.
That's okay. I don't have a lot. I have been stave or staff hunting.
Staff hunting. Staves
Staff
is plural.
hunting. Staves is plural. All right, that's right. I've been farming for staves. I have been farming. I have the worst RNG when it comes to getting staves, honestly. Like I have a healer, and for a while that's all I was running was with my healer. And I could not for the life of me get a Hollow Fang lightning staff
Oof.
at the time. And
I still haven't got one.
now
I said, screw
I was
that, and
farming.
just ran with the Inferno.
Yeah, and I was running. I kept farming. Tried to get the Frost Staff, and on top of that, I have been trying to get the Medusa Inferno. And I swear, Friday we ran like 10 to 15 times in arcs, and not once did the Inferno drop for me.
Boo.
And so finally we're like, screw it, let's go back into Moongrave. I need some kind of win. And we go in one time, and my friend got the ice staff, and I got the lightning. So
Yay.
he gave me the ice staff. So I'm done with Hollow Fang, finally. But I have literally been in that dungeon for months upon months upon months trying to get that staff, and it finally dropped.
I'm waiting for
No
pants,
luck on the
I think.
Medusa.
I have one
Which
piece
one?
of Hollow Fangs that I've been like needing desperately. I think it's pants. I can't remember what it
Gotcha.
is, but I can't get it. I've done the run 100 times. Nothing.
Those
That
one
sucks.
last pieces, man. It's
I know, it's the worst. And they're always like, yeah, I got like 8,000 Hollow Fang gloves. What just happened?
What is that?
My
the
mic
world
arm
just
needs
end?
oil. I was trying not to hit it with my chin, and when I readjusted, I was like, "Ooh, my mic arm needs some oil."
All I
the
saw was
world
Ark's
ended.
cat in the background, and I looked like, no joke, thought his cat had just been playing some kind of instrument. Like that's what I
Like an
heard.
upright bass, like dun 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 dun. dun.
Yes.
This is why I don't stealth in video
What is
games,
it,
because I'm not
Raj?
stealthy ever.
So yeah,
Ark's
I'm
cat's
farming.
just playing Yes Raj in the background.
Exactly. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm still farming for Medusa. That's it.
Pixie is staff hunting. That's the only thing she's allowed to do.
Doc is.
Doc
doing
is.
it.
Pixie hasn't decided
You
yet.
just mixed up the two girls in the podcast.
I really
by the way.
did just mix up the two girls in the podcast.
Just because we're both women doesn't mean we're the same person,
But
Pilot.
you guys, but you guys left at the same time earlier.
Oh yeah,
It's true. We were going back and forth. Like you got up, and then you came back. I got up. Like yeah.
The female hive
And then we were like,
mind.
look, we're like, wait a
Yeah.
second, there's no women on the show right now. This is weird. Anyways, Arkaniir, I mean Lotus of Doom. I mean, I don't know. You guys.
good recovery.
Yeah, see, I mix everybody up. Lotus, what is your one thing? I think I know what it'll be.
My one thing is the fact that I was on QuakeCon
Yay!
with Aramithius and Tom from both Written in Uncertainty and me over at the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. And we had a trivia off, which a lot more people had a lot more faith in me to win a trivia contest against Aramithius.
I didn't. That's why I bet on you.
Yeah, and I ended up losing on the final question. So congrats, Aramithius. Turns out I learned two things from that trivia contest. One, I can't spell because for some reason I thought there were a lot more duplicate letters in the word Dovahkiin than there actually
Yeah,
were.
you said 12.
Just the eyes,
And-
right? Or is there?
There's a pair of eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's
Yeah.
whatever. I can't spell. That was the moral of that story. I don't know how many eyes and M's there are. So the other thing that I learned was that I did not use enough dragon shouts when I play through Skyrim, and I usually
I also learned that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I didn't even know slow time was a thing. Like, I don't even remember that shout, like, at all. And apparently, it's anybody who knew the answer was like, oh, slow time's such a great shout. I was like, I use the one that yells and whirlwind sprint to get through a thing so that I don't have to use a checkpoint properly. That's really all I ever used shouts for. But it was really fun. I was super glad to be part of QuakeCon again this year. Last year, I got to just kind of stream, and since he's in chat, Madigon might remember the fact that we were doing the Unhallowed Grave Challenger, which was the speedrun, the no death, and the hard mode all independently. And we were wrecking it when Maddie raided us with like several hundred people. I looked up, got cleaved, got killed, and we all wiped at like 1.6%
Nice one,
of the
Matty.
hard mode health with a speed run going.
Thanks, Madigon.
So everybody from the QuakeCon stream last year got to be like, holy crap, they're oh, nope, they're all dead. And I was like, oh, whoops. So, no, QuakeCon's super fun. A lot of great things that happened this year. So I was very honored that they let us join in again, even though I got second place, and now Ark is going on a Guar killing spree because he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster. Speaking of monsters, Arkaniir, what have you been up to?
So I haven't played ESO in ages. First because of Fallout 76 and then New World. And then I was like, yeah, might as well wait until the new dungeons hit and get into it refreshed. So I don't have any tales except,
Okay,
yeah,
but I can ask
bet
you
on-
a question. Short summary, how did you feel about New World? I didn't get a chance to play it.
Gameplay-wise, okay. Gameplay-wise, it's absolutely fantastic. The combat itself is fantastic. The world is gorgeous. Lore and story-wise, it's like 0.01% of what Elder Scrolls is.
Oh, wow.
Maybe,
Okay.
at best. So
That's unfortunate for me because that's like the main reason I play Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, they are working on it, but it's gonna be a while because up until just a year ago, year or two ago, the game was just PvP. It didn't meant to have any PvE quests, lore, or anything like that. That didn't work out, so they are adding the PvE side, but obviously it's gonna take time until they can build up to it. So at the moment, it's very quite generic when it comes to its lore and story, and when it comes to the quests, it's just repetitive kill X, fetch Y amount of things quests right now. We'll see how it goes as they build on top of it though.
Nice.
But the gameplay is just so much fun.
That's good. That's really, really good. Okay. Pixie,
So yeah.
were you able to make Sophie's choice?
Yeah, since we already mentioned the Elder Scrolls tattoo that I got earlier, I guess the only thing that the other stuff got weeded out. But
She's so broken by
Crushing
this.
disappointment.
There was like, yeah, I heard her voice choke up there.
I did a lot of great things that you guys won't hear about.
No, but here's the thing.
it's okay. Listen, next
We
week on
can
Tales.
hear about it because, who cares about 11 p.m. Pixie?
No, I need to go to bed.
No.
I'm so tired.
She's already got a blanket for the audio listeners.
I
She's already
know.
pulled the blanket onto the stream. That's when you know it's bedtime. She's tucked
Listen,
herself
okay.
in.
Mostly tucked in.
Just
For
lean the
real
chair
though,
back.
the
and
reason
just-
I have a blanket is because my boyfriend is from Utah. I'm from Florida, and he has now been freezing me out of the house and now I am dying because he's from the frozen wasteland that is the mountains. And I'm from
Skyrim.
Murkmire. This is difficult. Yes, he's literally from Skyrim.
I'm from the Deadlands.
It was so funny. Whenever I visited him in Utah, whenever he was taking me up to the mountains to let me see snow, he was playing the Skyrim soundtrack the whole
As you
time.
do.
Oh,
As you do.
that's awesome.
But now I'm real cold all the time in my house, so I just carry around a blanket with me everywhere.
I do the same.
Because he's dying. So, the biggest thing for me, other than the tattoo, because that's kind of permanent, was the fact that during QuakeCon, the ESO panel on Thursday, I had the opportunity to be in a video. And I submitted my pre-recorded content on what keeps me playing ESO even after 6 years. And it was so cool to see myself in the same video as Phil Spencer. It was pretty surreal. And I got
That's
several
awesome.
DMs from Ark, Lotus, Ophelia, and some other friends who were just like, oh my God, I just saw you on QuakeCon.
That's awesome.
It took me so long to record that video.
Oh,
Because-
recording videos of yourself saying stuff is the worst.
Yeah.
It's so hard because you say it and then you're like, why do I look like that? Why did I say something like that? What is my eyeball doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, exactly. So the first time I said what I wanted to say perfectly, but then I watched the video back. It was obvious I was reading a thing.
yeah.
And I did it 17 times, and it's still very obvious that I was reading off of something. But it's just you know what? Screw it. This is good enough. And the way that it worked was we had to answer several questions in complete sentence format, and they only took one of my answers from the 4 or 5 that I answered. And they took the one where I forgot a word and had to look for the word and lost my place in what I was reading. So I just sounded dumb.
Aww.
But it's okay. I was still on QuakeCon, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a link to that? Because I missed all of QuakeCon because we were away
Same.
for the week. We were away.
I'll have to dig through and find the spot in the
Okay.
VOD.
Or even I'll
I
watch
think
the
it
whole
was
VOD again,
3.5 to 4 hours in.
If you
but
had
I'll
told
find
me
it.
in advance that you were going to be on, I would have made sure I had
I should have told you.
Pixie,
We've just both been so busy
both
that
been
we've been
so
playing
busy.
Discord tag.
It's true. It's true. We've actually had a few times now where Pixie, I'll be Pixie be like, good morning. And I'll message you back at 10 p.m. Be like, hello, it's good evening now. And then the next day it's good afternoon. That's our entire conversation. It's bad.
Yep. Pretty much sums it up.
As for myself, I finally got a chance to play ESO again. So I've been powering through the Blackwood story. I still haven't finished it. I'm on the final section of the story. You know how there's the 3 parts ish? That's kind of divided in the 3 big chains.
No, because I still haven't done the Blackwood story because I haven't.
Wow. Anyways, I'm finally on the
so bad.
I'm
Yeah,
the same spot though.
barely into it.
As I said, I powered through. I got a night where the kids went to bed. I had no other obligations I had to do. Work wasn't insane. So I was like, you know what? I'm putting 3 hours into ESO right now and just going to town. We're just going to do it. So I got that done. I got in again. But my August, I looked at my daily rewards and I'm missing 3 weeks of them. I'm like, ooh, I feel bad.
Wait, are
about
you not
that.
going to get that sweet AP drop from the
I'm
login?
not going to get the sweet AP drop.
How much is it?
Oof.
I'm not even going to get
That
close to the
sucks.
AP. But I also never use AP. I think I have 1 million AP that's just
Yeah,
sitting
but
there.
it
I just-
contributes to your level.
I know, but I also don't care about
Oh my god, but you can
PvP
sell
level.
spell power pots to people. I'm literally
Yeah.
But I don't
putting
sell
on
stuff. I don't even use the guild traders most
Oh,
of
then
the
just
time.
give it all
Say
to my
send
PC
them to
accounts, I'll be
me, but
rich.
you're on
It's fine.
PC, so it's dadgummit.
Yeah. See, I'm literally using one of the Alliance War Tort / Scroll things right before I do the login so that it will also
doubles?
give the percent bonus. Wink. If you want to level up, that's a useful way to do it. I assume it would apply because it's not a separate system. You will level
Yeah.
up when you do that
How
stuff.
much AP does it give?
150 grand.
Yeah, it was a big chunk.
It's
Aw, man.
yeah, it's 150 grand AP.
No way I'm getting it.
And I'm
No, I
thinking
missed
of
it by a
getting
ton.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on 150% AP scroll.
Smart.
And then do
I need
it?
to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
Plus, you
even
get
with
extra
my-
skill points too from just like leveling up
do.
if you have it on like the
Every
lower
level.
tune.
Well,
Yeah.
the tort doesn't apply to the daily login AP, apparently.
really
Check today. Yeah. I see in chat. I just checked today if the tort applies to the daily login AP, and it doesn't.
Then thank you, Gandork, because you just saved me wasting one of those things outside when I like to use them. Damn,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate because that was a big chunk that I wanted to add on. I'm so close to my 5-star general. I need it.
Not today.
So I remember
Lotus.
reading on Twitter that if you get that reward on a fresh character, it levels your alliance to 6.
Yes, it brings you to
Immediately.
6.
That's
Wow.
so much.
Yeah, it was benevolent Bodhi who did that.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
That's so good. I don't think, Lotus, we're going to get to our topic again this week.
Dang it!
I don't either.
Because we're
No,
already
we have
at,
too much.
minutes.
There's
we're
so
at
much.
2 hours and 40 minutes already on this.
Yeah.
How is it that I'm suddenly becoming like a host on this show? I'm already on 2 shows.
You are on every show,
shows.
though.
3's the deal, you know. 3's the charm.
Yeah. Three's company too.
Well, to be fair, if
Go
we
ahead.
did this topic, we do have like another 2. Like this legitimately would be like a 5-hour podcast.
It's a cat
Like
tail.
legitimately,
That's
not
true.
exaggerating. We actually
This topic
would
is
probably
amazing.
be. Yeah, it would have been correct if like that wasn't so much a joke as just a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have
Are
been
we
a
quitters,
5-hour
though?
show.
Are we quitters?
Yes.
We are
no.
because I have to work in the morning.
Pixie has work.
Yeah. And the kids get up early.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
little
they
ones.
do.
Okay. Here's a trick.
Uncle Ark's going to come
from
to
when I
babysit.
studied.
Come
That's
on,
what is
Art,
gonna
tell
happen.
us the trick, please.
Yeah, tell the 3
Here's
parents on the show
something
the
that
trick.
will get you all the way until tomorrow evening that I
Benadryl.
used while I was studying. Okay, no.
Yes, Pylon.
Get a large cup or glass, whatever, right? 1/3 of energy drink, Monster or whatever. 2/3 of soda. Mix actual like grinded coffee beans or whatever, like instant coffee.
Oh,
A spoonful.
First of all, this sounds disgusting.
who
Mix
drinks
it all
really
up.
gnarly.
coffee grinds? Drinking coffee
Try
grinds.
drinking this and falling
No,
asleep
well,
though.
the ones that dissolve, like the ones that you actually
like
make
instant
coffee.
Instant
coffee, like
coffee.
instant
coffee.
Instant coffee.
Instant
Which
coffee,
is,
yeah.
I was thinking like I
So-
was gonna go grind some coffee and just like drink
No,
like
no.
the
So
sediment.
you mix this all up. The taste alone gets you going for like 8 hours more anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So
Sounds
there you go. Yeah. So
horrific.
we
I
take
was-
like 5-minute break. Everyone makes this, and then
yeah, nobody can sleep
Okay.
again
Yeah,
or
and we
leave the
have
bathroom.
convulsions on stream.
Yeah.
I have a couple other
projectile
issues with
vomiting.
this. First of all, it sounds like it tastes disgusting.
Sounds awful.
Second of all, caffeine has ceased to have effect on me at this
Same.
point.
I can have a
So-
coffee before I go to bed at night and it does nothing.
Yeah.
Same.
So
I drink coffee for the taste of it, not because it
Yeah.
actually helps.
Same.
look, I don't want to
this
I
will
don't
have
want to
effect.
have to. You just gotta. Now it's gonna suck when you first do it, but that just means you need to go on a detox from caffeine for like a week or 2. You'll probably get a splitting migraine and want to die
Yeah.
for the first 2 days, but after that, it'll be real
So-
effective again once you
I
go
did
back
that
on
when
it.
I was pregnant. I got the worst migraine of my
Oh, yeah.
life for an entire week. And then I said, I'm never cutting out caffeine ever.
I cycle off caffeine basically like once a season. And for like a day or 2, I'm just like bumping into walls at work, like struggling to stay awake. And then by the end of the week, I'm like, oh man, I'm totally functional without like caffeine. And then the second I get ready to go to the gym and take like pre-workout, I'm like, I can tear the paint off the walls in here. So I definitely recommend it if you can get over that first day or 2 of torture.
Day or 2, dude. If I sleep like 1 hour extra or something, I get a migraine because I'm not awake and drinking coffee. It's
You
day or 2.
You need to be.
I
You
will
might need to be
die.
like in an incubation chamber for like a week to wean you up.
Yeah, a sensory deprivation chamber.
Yeah, just don't know whether you're asleep or awake at that point.
I mean, there are times I wake up in the middle of the night with a headache because it's been so long since I drank coffee. I get a shot of coffee and go back to sleep so I don't get a migraine. It's like
Just get an IV bag attached to you. Just like
I
Folgers
asked
all the
about.
time.
Apparently, it's not possible.
Oh boy.
Well, speaking about
Just like
Pixie
on a
falling
timer,
asleep,
you know.
Right?
Nice segue.
I am
Sorry.
dedicated. I will see the 11 p.m. I will ramble on until this is a 3-hour
Currently
show.
to no end.
Anyways, muting Ark. No, but thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Just screaming and pounding on nothing, just completely mute.
No. Well, thank you, Tales of Tamriel, for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
This makes
Thank
way
you
more
for-
sense than us
yeah,
like
this
both
is-
streaming at the same time and like being like, oh,
So
like what do we do?
fun.
Like, let's just do this if you ever have to stream on a Sunday. This is fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of
This is
fun.
a
Great.
lot of
We
fun.
could just make this, I don't know, a bi-monthly.
A quarterly.
Yeah.
I think a quarterly.
There we go.
Whenever there are major events or news.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Four times a year, we get a quarterly DLC of some type.
Yeah.
I like this.
I do too.
Yeah. This could be nice.
We can do this more often. This was really fun. Anyways, where can people find Pixie when
You
you're
can
not
find
here?
me at twitch.tv/HyperPixie Gaming and on Twitter at HyperPixie Games.
Arkaniir, where can people find you?
You can find me anywhere by the name of Arkaniir, Arkhanir, because it's a made-up name.
The H is important.
Yeah, and you can do everything that we do as Tales of Tamriel and other stuff at dungeoncrawlernetwork.com.
And how about you, Mr. Lotus of Doom the First?
First of my name. So I'm Lotus of Doom on Twitch and Twitter and in-game, and pretty much if I have an account, I'll be Lotus of Doom. So you can also catch me over at our joint overlord Robots Radio as one of the co-hosts of the Elder Scrolls Lorecast as well, which we record on Thursdays at 9 p.m.
Awesome. Doc, where can everybody find you when you're not glaring off in the distance at your children running amok?
Sometimes it be like that, you know.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
You can find me pretty much anywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Discord, PSN. It's all Dr. Hoodat 219. So yeah,
Awesome.
pretty easy peasy. What about
Easy
you,
peasy
Pylon?
lemon squeezy. I am anywhere you can think of with the name Pylon, Pylawn. If you want to find me in game, add me as a friend. Actually, last time I said said something on stream or the podcast, been like, I don't have any friends. I got like 30 friend requests. It was awesome. So now I have a
Nice.
ton of friends in game. So if you want to add me on any platform you can think of, you can find me as Pylon. You can find me on Discord. I don't remember my number, but if you go on the UESP Discord, you just tag me there. I don't mind. Anybody can tag me at any time. I don't mind. And other than that, yeah, you can find me here in the podcast, and I'll be back to a regular streaming schedule again this week. So Tuesday nights, you get to join Pylon for whatever random ventures I'm in, which will be a lot of fun since Enadoc is going to take over the Throwback Thursdays, which will be really, really cool. And I want to thank all of you folks who have hung out with us during this organized confusion of a podcast. I appreciate it. It was a ton of fun, and we'll be sure to do it again.
Super fun. Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you guys have some fantastic adventures in Nern. Bye,
night,
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
When Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out. He hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyril fell, and like a dart shot to its mark down in an alien well. Magicka fused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost Nirn to men, Akatosh gave the stone to Saint Alesh in token of her right to sit the throne. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. Red diamond, protect us till the end.